This. Can you hear it now? Is it coming through now? Can anybody hear it? Can you hear it now? Is it coming through? Still no audio? Well, that's crazy. I can't understand why it's no audio to it. Also, you can hear it now. All right. I don't know what that was. I have no idea. All right. I didn't even really touch any buttons. I just kind of moved some stuff around and I was like, hold up for a second. All right. Is it coming through pretty clear though? Is it like loud and clear? Because now I can see a green dot on my thing, but it's not going all the way up. I don't know, man. Like I said, I can hear it in my headphones just fine. I just didn't see it on that green dot down there. Whatever the case may be, we're in a house now. So you're a pro. I'm a professional at this. I'm telling you, man. What's up, Brian? Hey, I saw you guys live this morning, man. I love it. I love it, man. You guys live came through. It was pretty clear. I watched that, man. I started watching the beginning. I was watching more closely to the end. So you guys jammed, man. You guys jammed. What's up, Weber's, my man? Weber's party run. It ain't a party till Weber's party comes. That's how we do it. What's up, Ricky Knight, my man, my man. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how this setup kind of works. Because like I said, usually I'll see the green bars go across. When you guys were saying no sound, I didn't see a green bar. I didn't really touch anything, and I was like, hey, it actually works now. But I got a new setup coming. This is what's funny, man. I got a new setup coming pretty good. All things, she's like, I finally caught a live. I know it. I sleep all day pretty much. I got up today. It was probably about 1, 2 o'clock. I don't know what time I woke up, but I was like, oh man, let me just go ahead and drop a live real quick. Just check on all these drivers. Like I said, a lot of you guys, you could put down, what city you're riding in, what state you're riding in. If you're driving the daytime, put a sun in the comments. If you drive at night, put a moon in the comments. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. So Steve, man, look at you. You switching up left and right, back to basics. And if y'all don't know Steve, Weber's Party Rentals, that's my man Steve, back to basics. If you see that flag hanging in the background, that's 100% solid wood, crafted, created by my man Steve. He's got back to basics wood shop. So you need anything to deal with wood. You need something with stencil on it, your business name. I mean, that right there, that's sick. And you can see a video of him actually making that thing. Like he had to burn the wood, he had to stain it, he had to paint it, had to do all of this. I'm like, dude, I'm buying that off of you, man. I'm buying that. Driving the wealth, he's in the building, my man. Jason Willis, oh no, he's in Prop 22 welfare daytime. That's funny right there, man. That's funny. Hey, but that's how it is sometimes, man. You got to get that money. You got to get that money. If they willing to put it on the table, you got to take it. Because if they're like, hey, if you guys ain't making at least this much, we'll put some on the table for you. Take it. Don't deny it. Take it because you need it for bills, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I just wanted to get in and knock out a quick live with you guys today. But I got a new setup coming in pretty soon. Because like I said, if we really going to do this podcast shit and we really going to get down with each other and give you guys something to drive to while you out, because rideshare really don't have nothing. You got a lot of different industries out there. Truck drivers, they got their truck driver radio shit while they out cruising around and they all giving their shout outs and everything. All the construction workers, they got their own thing going on their little radio system. Rideshare, we have nothing. So as content creators, we should create something for you guys while you guys is out cruising around in the streets, man, trying to get this money and capitalize. Because you can't always listen to music 24 hours a day. I mean, shit. You listen to so much music at some point, your ass start dressing like your motherfucking playlist. You roll the fuck up, motherfuckers, looking like Earth, Wind, and Fire and shit, getting out with paisley shirts on, motherfucking fly collars and bell bottoms. I'm like, you listen to too much fucking music, man. When your ass start dressing like your playlist, you listen to too much fucking music. So we got to give you guys something to roll to, man, to rock to. Make sure your kids check on you before you walk out the house. Be like, Mom, you shouldn't wear that. Oh, yeah. All things is it, like you said, discipline. Love listening to you while I'm out making my rounds here in Metro ATL. Yeah, brother. Hey, I'm telling you right now, Brian, hey, thanks to you, Jeff, for covering Glitch last week, bro. You know what? I had to speak on it because a lot of people weren't speaking on it. And I don't knock them. A lot of people got interest to protect. We don't have interest to protect in rideshare. We have drivers to protect. That's the way I look at it. So when anytime anybody tells you their interests are more important than drivers need to snap the fuck out of it and wake up. Realize who you listening to. When a motherfucker tell you their interest is more important than you, protecting you, looking out for you, man, shit. He said, you need Jesus, brother. Daniel, you funny. And you know it, shit. No, but man, if motherfuckers is out to protect their interests, they ain't looking out for drivers, we got to step in. We got to step in. And I'm one of those guys that I'm willing to step in sometimes. I used to work corporate. I know how it is to push all the workers down. I know how that shit feels, you know, when you got to fire people, let people go. People need money to pay bills and shit like that. I've been there before. So I've always had a voice for people, man. I've always had a soft spot for people, pets, shit like that. It's me. I always say, if I ever get rich, I'm going to fuck around and have a goddamn, a whole fucking compound with nothing but stray dogs and shit. I'm going to do that. But yeah, man. This is hot take, but I'm pro glitching because these gig companies are predatory and screw over the driver. So I'm all for finding any way to get ahead. That's right, Seth. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the way they set up shit, the way they set things up is for the benefit of the corporation, not the benefit of the driver. So if we know that right off the bat, then we need to find ways to get ahead ourselves. And if their engineers screwed something up, fuck it, use their screw up. We don't work for them. We don't got to call them, hey, man, I'm trying to use this app and something's messed up with you guys' app because, you know, I'm getting extra money. Fuck that. Shut up. Take the extra money. It's like, don't even say shit. Just take the extra money. Because it's not up to us to contact them to tell them they're giving us too much money. Because I guarantee if a customer overpaid and we got underpaid, they ain't saying shit unless we call them. They're not just gonna call us right up and be like, hey man, we took more money than we should have took from you last week. Here you go. No, they don't work for us, man. They don't do that. So we got to look out for ourselves. We got to look out for other drivers and stuff like that. And that's why we're here. A lot of gig tubers, you know, we all came out of the woodwork and shit because we saw a void in the gig community. Look at some of my videos year ago, last year, 2 years. And I was even saying, you know, the gig community is slowly changing. Because when I first got into gig work back in 2019, there were only content creators. Like everybody was like doing gimmicks and shit. Everybody was doing jokes, fucking around, trying to make people, you know, laugh off the taking. I'm going to take 50 of the lowest orders I can find today. It wasn't teaching people nothing. Nobody was teaching nothing. What up, Andy? My man Chowder. Yeah, and it's like nobody was teaching nobody nothing. Everybody was just watching people fuck around on YouTube. That was about it. So we had a lot of gig creators had to come out of the woodwork to say, why are we not giving drivers a playbook to help them get money? This gig shit ain't no joke. This is real money. Like, that's why motherfuckers used to be like, you need to go get a real job. Because all they saw was the gig creators doing trickery and shit. That's all they saw. So they didn't see us as being serious business people. They never saw us talking about profit margins. Never saw us talking about minimizing expenses, maximizing revenues, creating that gap of wealth and shit. They never saw us talking about that. All they saw was people doing dumb shit. Watch me deliver these 3 hot dogs on my shoulder pads, like weird shit. And it's like, okay, because that's what's YouTube back then. So a lot of us came out and we was like, you know what? We're serious people. A lot of us used to have office jobs. We used to own companies and shit like that. This is a way we can get money. Let's get on the YouTube and show how this shit can really be done the right way. So we get out there, we start putting out content, pumping out content, and everybody's like, oh shit, there's like real smart people involved in this shit. We called you motherfuckers low skilled. We was calling y'all ass fucking, you know, y'all can't hold no other fucking job. That's why y'all doing rideshare, because y'all can't do shit else. Motherfucker, we all used to be corporate execs and shit. What are you talking about? And so we had to come out of the woodwork to show people, those that were kind of not really running fucking the gig economy, those weren't the true representatives of who we were. Because a lot of us ain't like that. A lot of us don't act like that. We don't do shit like that. A lot of us are really out here looking out for each other, trying to make this money. We ain't trying to hustle each other. We're really trying to help each other. Because as a mechanic, like I said, I was one of those people that would always tell people as I was doing the repair, the steps I was taking, the things I was doing, how I was making. And they were like, damn, shop was trying to charge me $2,500 and you saying it only cost $600. And I would tell them exactly what I was doing, why it only cost $600. So the next time somebody tried to tell them it was a $2,000 repair, they would be like, no, because my mechanic, Jeff, he told me it's only $600 because of this, this, and this. So you educate people. When you give people education, you give them power. When you keep fucking with them and playing these little gimmicky games and shit, you're not giving nobody power for real. You're just playing games with them. And this is real money. So this is not a game. This shit, people out here dying in these fucking streets, getting carjacked, having car wrecks, cars, you know, getting repossessed, shit breaking down. This is real life. This ain't no fuckery and no bullshit. So when you see these gig channels, and that's all they do, it kind of makes you wonder, you know, this is the face that people are seeing when they think of a rideshare driver, that motherfucker right there. They're not thinking of me. They're not thinking of a degreed accountant. They're not thinking of a dude with a career behind him. They're not thinking of a lady who used to own a hair salon, successfully ran it until she decided not to. Not somebody who ran a successful bakery. Not somebody who used to be a trucker making, $3,000-$4,000 a load. They're not thinking of that person. They thinking of this fucking joke they see on their screen. That's what they thinking about. So they get in our cars. Damn, you really make this much money in rideshare? Damn, this actually pay good? Damn, what you doing with this car? Because all they saw was the fuckery. They never saw the real. So when we bring them the real, shit changes now. Now a lot of motherfuckers that have W-2s are like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing rideshare. I'm gonna start doing delivery. Why? Because these motherfuckers making money. Because the real ones came out of the woodwork. The jokes were, I told motherfuckers a year ago, 2 years ago, rideshare, the energy in rideshare was changing from this jokey, fuck aroundy energy to real motherfuckers out here making money, actually buying houses, buying cars, starting business, buying fleets of cars, people buying 4 or 5 cars at a time, getting bank loans that they can afford to pay off to run a small fleet business, using the money in rideshare to fund another business. People started really doing something with this money because this was real money. What up, Frank? My man, Frank Williams. Paris, what's good? What's good? Yeah, and that's why I told people, man, we're going to always hear, get a real job, get a real job. And I think it's kind of out of envy for one thing, because a lot of us do have a sense of pride in what we do. We enjoy being able to pay our bills and not stressing that fucking much. We enjoy that. But they come from a standpoint of they're sitting there. Thanks, Brian, man. They come from a position of working a W-2, having to ask for a 25 cent an hour raise, 50 cent an hour raise. They got to ask for that shit. They come from that position of life. I'm behind on bills. Can I get an advance on my paycheck? Can I go to the payday loan place? They're from that aspect. We're from an aspect of if we fail, it's on us. We're gig workers. If we fail, we can't ask nobody. We can't call up Uber. Uber, can you give me some more money? Because no, we got to hustle different. We got to say, I need to start driving nights instead of days, days instead of nights. I got to start driving, doing surge only. I got to start parking my car and not just driving around the city aimlessly. We got to do shit differently. So as we run the business and as we take care of our lives, we got motherfuckers sitting in the side. Oh, y'all need to just go get a real job. You ain't never asked me what my bank account looks like. You never asked me if my bills was fucking paid. You never asked me if I was doing well or not, how my kids was eating. You never asked me none of that shit. All you do is you see me working. You think about the gimmicks you've seen on the fucking internet, and you look at me and go, you need to get a real job. And that's why a lot of gig tubers like me had to come out of the fucking woodwork. We couldn't just sit on the sidelines and be represented by people who weren't true representatives for drivers. A lot of people are looking for sponsorships. They're looking to get out of gig work. And they even say it on their fucking channel. I'm trying to pivot out of gig work. I don't want to do this no more. How are you going to have a motherfucker representing you that don't even want to do what you're doing? If you invested in cars, tires, clothes, you invested in good phones and shit to do this, you listening to a motherfucker who's saying, I don't want to do this. I'm trying to pivot out of this. It's backwards shit. What up, Steve? Steve, go get you some fucking Uncrustables real quick. Go get you some Uncrustables, man. That's right, Chowder, man. Uber drivers are treated like trash because they've seen who represents us online. They've seen the faces of delivery, the faces of rideshare from these massive ass channels. They ain't seen the small channels because we don't get exposure, and it's cool. Because I tell motherfuckers all the time, I'd rather have a small network of motherfuckers around me that are strong than a bunch of motherfuckers around me that are weak. Because I don't like that shit. Give me a few strong motherfuckers. Like I always say, we the 300. It ain't a whole lot of us. We go out there, we educate drivers, we help everybody get money. We don't put nobody above nobody. Because once you start elevating people above people, it becomes a competition and a fight, and you stop trading information back and forth. You stop trading that energy and trading that power back and forth. We don't put nobody over nobody around here. If you need to know something, ask. Comments is wide the fuck open. Ask. Hey, man, I'm having a hard time, at night doing this, doing that. That's what we're here for. We're here to help people. A lot of these channels, some channels are here to help themselves because they want to pivot out of this shit. They don't want to do this shit no more. So if you telling me a motherfucker trying to get out of basketball, why am I going to watch this motherfucker? He ain't trying to practice hard. He ain't trying to play hard. He half-assing up and down the court because he don't want to do this shit no more. So why am I going to sit and watch that? What up, Roger, Lisa? My girl's in the building. And that's why I tell people, why are you spending your time and your effort and your investment into watching channels that don't even want to do this shit? And they tell you to your face, I don't want to do this shit. Thanks for watching. I'm like, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. Hey, driving wealth, you right, man. You right. And it's crazy how that shit works. I'm like, why would I take notes from a motherfucking mechanic or a fabricator or engineer if this engineer is telling me I don't even want to do this shit no more? He's doing half-ass welds. He ain't doing his measurements right. He don't give a fuck no more. He's trying to get out. And he's telling everybody to their face, I'm trying to get out of this. I don't want to do this no more. I'm not listening to that motherfucker. I tell everybody, you will end up exactly behind the people you follow. You will end up right behind them. If they jump in that fucking boat, you're gonna be in the same fucking boat they in. And I tell people that shit because energy follows energy. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. When you find the people who want to get out of some shit, they gonna talk you out of some shit. When you're trying to find people trying to do this shit better, dig into this shit, find out the tricks of the trade, how to make more profits, how to take care of our families, that's where you're going to end up because you in that realm of energy. You're not in the realm of energy of, I'm trying to pivot and get out of this shit. I don't like this shit no more. I tell motherfuckers, what up, King James? I tell motherfuckers, man, y'all can hear on my videos, I hate the way these apps treat us. I hate these motherfuckers. I'm not a app sucker. You will never find me being a corporate app sucker saying, you need to get on the diamond program and make sure you take every ride and take the little cheap shit that don't fucking matter because it's going to help you in the long run. Fuck that. Go for profits. Go for profits. That's how I always been. Go for profits. Because if this is your last day driving, I want it to be the most profitable day you ever had if these motherfuckers deactivate you. If next week is your last week driving, I want that to be the most profitable fucking week you ever drove. There is no guarantee your ass will be on the app tomorrow. So fuck all of this. Take all the cheap shit because eventually it's going to pay off. Yo, eventually might end in 3 fucking hours from now. You don't know these apps. They don't owe us no fucking loyalty. So my eventually is every ride I take. That's my eventually. If I look at my phone right now, shit pop up. If it's shit I'm not taking, I'm not waiting on. Well, eventually they're going to sing you nice stuff if you keep taking the shit. No, I'm not waiting on that. No, I'm not waiting on that. Because if they need to start taking losses just to make these rides worth something, then there's probably some shit they don't need to have on the platform anyway. These fucking 98-cent base fares, 97-cent base fare. I'm like, who the fuck delivers food for 97 cents? That's less than $1. You telling me you paying a driver 97 cents to deliver a fucking hamburger? That motherfucker's better off knocking on his neighbor's door saying, hey, man, can I borrow your car? I'll put $5 in the tank. Yeah, they want to do the driverless cars, but I'm going to tell you something about driverless cars, James, because I had that conversation before. I'm like, who cleans these fucking cars? You're going to have glitter all over your clothes. You're going to have fucking spit and boogers, dog piss, leaves and shit, sticks all over your dog clothes when you get out of this car. Because if there's not a driver that can actively in real time clean this fucking car out, what are you getting in? You don't want to summon a car, open the door and be like, man, this fucking bottled water and fucking shit all in the seats and fucking feathers and shit from a boa some motherfuckers wearing. You don't want to get in a car like that. You want to summon a car that's going to show up already ready, clean, seats clean, look like nobody ever been in that motherfucker. Could be doing rides all day. And a driver going to make sure he cleans that car. That's what drivers do. You get in a driverless car, like I tell motherfuckers, it's like riding around in a porta potty all day. You don't, porta potties get swapped out like every probably night, every 2 days. That's when they clean them out. People go in, shit, piss, do whatever the fuck they want to do, drop shit, burgers on shit, spit on shit. Next person walk in right behind them. That's driverless cars. To me, that's driverless cars. So you won't catch me in no driverless car because I'm not sitting on nobody's fucking booger. I'm not sitting on no fucking gum in the seats. I'm not doing that. When I get in the car, I want to say, what's up, dog? What's up, man? Car's clean. Cool, man. No problem, brother. Thank you. I appreciate. Hey, man, like the music, man. Cool. You getting it from one realm of energy into another realm of energy. But the way the world is working, they trying to take you from energyless shit, sitting at a computer on Zoom calls all day, not fucking with people, to now putting you in a car where you don't even fuck with people. Everybody's trying to be anti-human, anti-social, get everybody away from everybody so you feel comfortable doing all this robotic shit. Do what you're told. Don't ask no questions. If you ask a question, you're going against the system. The system is not designed for you to question it. The system is true, 100% pure. Fuck that. No, it's not my day off. No, I work nights. And I tell people, man, if you're going to sit there and stay human about anything you do, you got to keep it real. You got to keep it 100. You got to come into this game understanding that this is about taking care of your family first and foremost. All this shit about trying to be famous, because a lot of gig tubers want to be famous. I mean, look at Fresh and Fit. This was going on, like, I don't even want to talk about this, but look at Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit was two of the biggest YouTubers. They were two of the biggest YouTubers out. Two young brothers. One was an FBI guy. The other one used to work as IT at Wix. And they got demonetized on YouTube. All they did was YouTube and make money doing that shit and everything else. They got demonetized because they stopped being human. They started being gimmicks. Everybody started saying these dudes are a fucking joke. Everybody was saying they was just watching the train wreck, basically watching the train wreck, because these dudes stopped showing respect to other humans. They stopped being human. They started being too robotic, thinking, oh, this is all about the internet, about clicks, about likes, about, graphs and charts and this. That's what they thought life was all about. And that shit caught up with them. When you deal with companies and corporations that forget about humans and the humanity of everything, they're going to implode at some point. The shit's going to come crashing down at some point, because people are going to always bond together, stick together, fight for each other, and fight for what's right in a human aspect of everything. What up, Thomas Schubeck, my man? What's up, Invisible Ranch? Yeah, and at some point, we've got to stay human. We can't just keep bouncing around, being robotic, looking at charts and graphs and shit all the time. When I'm out driving, I think about who do I have to feed, not only today, but tomorrow. Not only tomorrow, but 2 weeks from now. I got shit coming down the pipe that I got to worry about. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not trying to think about fame and being known when I walk into motherfucking Dairy Queen. Oh my God, I seen your YouTube. Nobody say that shit to me. I don't give a shit, because it's not about that. It's about, is this a good order for me to be in Dairy Queen to get first off? If it's not, then I don't need to fucking be here. I'm not just trying to, hey man, these people know me very well in Dairy Queen. Watch me walk in here and everybody knows my name. Base fare 97 cents. What the fuck are you doing in there? The base fare is 97 cents, but everybody knows my name. Fuck that. We out here to make money. We're not out here to play in the games. And that's where gig content creation started taking a pivot. Everything started branching. You got the people who want to make more money, feed their families, tired of being viewed as fucking jokes, want to stay human, be in the aspect of being human. Then you got these chart and graph motherfuckers looking at their YouTube stats going, ooh, I need to do more of this. People like that. I need to do more of this. People like, no. People need to be taken care of. And that's why we're here. Rideshare, Lisa, that's it. Don't forget to send money for a large. Exactly, Novice Bet. Fucking send me $1. The mic sounds like it may not be plugged in all the way. I don't know, man, because earlier it wasn't even like having any sound whatsoever. Hold up. Let me see something. Is that any better? Probably not. I don't know. Something's wrong with it. Hold up. No, that's it right there. No, that's the right one right there. I don't know why it sounds like that, man. What's up, Taz? What's up? Yeah, I don't know why it sounded like that today. Something's up with this fucking setup today. But I got a new set coming in, probably early September. I got all my new stuff showing up. Because like I said, if we're going to be doing these podcasts, I'm going to be chatting with you guys while you guys are driving, and we got to have videos that everybody can listen to. Then I have to get a setup that's workable. So I had to dig into my savings a little bit. I went and bought the Shure MV7, bought a whole new boom setup, bought everything else. So I'm going to get all of that for the next, podcast that I'm going to end up doing. Because I believe if you guys are going to drive around and want to have information, want to hear, oh, it had a crackle in it. Oh, I didn't know what it was. All I did was unplug it, plug it back in. Thanks, brother. Says you're wearing the right shirt. Thanks, Roger. At least, thank you. But see, I want to do that. I want to make sure I create content for people that's clearly audible, that you can ride around and listen to while you are thinking critically to make this money. Got somebody in your ear pushing you to make this money. Because I tell people, we can't all sell fame. I don't want to sell people shit. I want to tell people shit. Because if knowledge is true power, and you want to create a group of motherfuckers around you that's so strong that we can't be broken no matter what these apps try, man, that's how we're going to get ahead in this game. That's how we're going to get ahead. Because we can't have some people suffering and struggling and shit saying we're a strong, tight-knit group. We can't be like that. You are only as strong as your weakest link. And we used to say that shit when we was kids on fucking teams. You only as strong as your weakest link. My son, I wish he was here. He's down in Florida. But we had some kids that they used to joke with. When I was a football coach, these kids used to joke all the time. Thank you, Steven. for some Uncrustables. He said uncountable. Them Uncrustables. I believe that. No, but for my son, I used to tell them, they used to make fun of these kids that couldn't catch the football. They were making fun. They were on my team. I'm the coach. And I got kids on my team making fun of the other kids that can't catch the football. So I say, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to stay in this motherfucker all night until that kid catches 10 in a row. So y'all need to go teach that motherfucker how to catch football. I'm going to go sit over here and chill. But y'all going to work with his ass because I'm going to throw him 10 footballs. He has to catch 10 in a row. Not 10 cumulative, motherfucker, 10 in a row. I went and sat in my truck. I watched these kids teach these other kids how to catch fucking football. I started throwing the fucking football to these kids when I got out of my truck. All the fucking kids were celebrating each time they caught a football because I gave all these motherfuckers something to work for. My son will tell you, I was no joke when I was a coach. I don't give a fuck about a best player. I don't give a fuck about the star of the team. This is a team. Everybody's a star on this motherfucker. So when I got up the truck, I sat and I started throwing the fucking football. The kids that were just laughing, making fun of these fucking kids are now the biggest supporters of these kids like that. You got to change the motivation. And that's what gig opportunity is about. It's about changing your motivations. Gig content creation is about changing your motivations. You had motherfuckers in gig always putting other people down. Oh, you motherfuckers ain't making no money. I'm the king of this shit. I'm making more money than y'all. Y'all motherfuckers whack. Y'all can't drive. You don't see that shit on my channel. Oh, y'all need to get real jobs. Y'all a bunch of scrubs around here. Y'all know what the fuck y'all do. You don't see that shit on my channel. And I said, he said, Jeff has so much energy, the mic is having trouble getting it all. I know it. That's funny shit. Man, and I told people, man, if you want to have people on your team, you got to change the motivation of the people on that team. I kicked a lot of motherfuckers off my channel. I told people, don't get on my channel. If you're here for fuckery and all that, don't come around here. There's other channels for that. And you're probably a star on that motherfucking channel. Because on this one, you won't be a star. You're going to get kicked out the fucking room. Because this room is about pulling people up. I want everybody to catch the football. We can't sit and laugh at a motherfucker. Oh, you only made $200? Oh, you whack, dog. You whack. You only made $200? You weak. You weak, man. We making $5. No, we need to find out why are you only making $200? What are you doing? Oh, your AR is too high. Oh, let's work on that. Let's work on that. Let's figure that out. That's what this channel is about, knowledge and power. We don't brag about motherfuckers around here. We don't do that because it's not conducive to the whole team winning. Yeah, exactly, Invisible Ranch. Hey, we got to have that energy out here. We got to have it. Provision, no. I know, Tony. I know it. We up there. What's up, Darian? But that's what it is. Like I said, my son, he'll tell you. You know, my dad was a different coach. Like, I didn't give a fuck whether or not we won a game. He'll tell you. One time we had the smallest team. I was a coach on another team out here. Smallest team out of everybody. Smallest team. And we won a championship game. We're the smallest team. We have the smallest kids and we have the less numbers. We won the championship game. We won the very last game on a Hail Mary. We hung in there. We probably won. We weren't even a 500 team when we went to the tournament. We were the last seat and we won the championship. We were the final seat to get in and we won it all. Because I said, I don't give a fuck if we win or not. I really don't care. But y'all will play together as a fucking team. That's one thing y'all will do. You will not talk shit about him dropping the ball. You will not talk shit about him throwing the ball. You won't talk shit about him missing the block. You're going to help him make the next block. We won the championship. And these kids all got trophies. We had a big ass fucking Chinese food party afterwards. And everybody looks at me and like, dude, how did you get these fucking kids, the smallest kids out of the whole tournament, to walk they come to every game like they own the fucking field. Because we didn't care if we won or lost. We're going to do the best we can fucking do. That's why we own the field. We own the energy of this fucking field. We own the energy. Y'all might beat us, but we're going to feel a whole lot fucking better about playing than y'all going to feel. And that's how it is with rideshare. When I walk out in these streets every fucking night, I know these apps about to fuck with me. I know it. I already know it right out the gate. But I'm going to give it my best effort. I'm not going to fucking break. If shit comes to the point where I need to just call that shit up, I was like, you know what? I'm going to head over to the fucking house and take me a break. I might go back out later. Sometimes you got to do that shit in rideshare. But you don't sit in rideshare and beat up on customers, beat up on fucking passengers, beat up on riders, beat up on other drivers because you having a bad fucking night. No, maybe it's just not your night. Call it good. Call it good. And that's how I do in rideshare. That's how I do. And we promote that shit on this channel heavily because I believe that everybody's going to have a great day, but everybody's going to have a shit day. Everybody's going to have a shit day. I mean, we had Beyonce in town the other night. I'm gonna drop a video. One of my next videos coming out is about the Beyonce concert. And I was like, I'm gonna take a chance on this motherfucker. Stick with your gut instinct. I should have never took a chance on that shit. You're right. Hey, Tony, man, heart can overcome talent. That's what it is, man. Heart can overcome talent. And when we won that championship game, we had this girl on our team named Cambry. Cambry, she was a little short, blonde girl, kind of skinny, kind of tall, but she loved to catch the football. So I would use her a lot as the quarterback, as a decoy to throw the ball to somebody, then take off running so they can throw back to her because she was really good at catching. This girl caught a football on the biggest kid in the entire tournament. She caught on him, not just in front of him or behind him. He was playing hard ass defense on this girl, hard defense. And this girl caught, my whole team blew up. My whole team blew the fuck up because there was nobody catching the football on this big ass kid. There was nobody doing that. And this girl did it. This girl caught this football in front of all the sidelines, all the coaches, all the refs. This girl was like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's a badass. And she was the most soft-spoken, quiet. She would giggle under her breath and shit like that. But she knew we're here to have a good time. Don't worry about winning. Don't worry about the size of them. Don't worry about the size of y'all. Go out here and have a good time. Have the best time you can have. Do the best you can do. That kid helped win the tournament. My son caught and then Cambry won, because I use her as a quarterback every once in a while. She was good with throwing, but not excellent with throwing. She threw a ball one time, and I mean, this ball was completely uncatchable, going out of bounds. Everybody was like, when the ball was in the air, we were already saying, well, we got next down. That's how bad the throw was. She threw the ball, it just got out of her hand. Somehow my son came running around. Him and the defender were neck and neck running down the sideline, cut across the field. This kid completely laid out in the air, one hand back, caught the ball with one hand. Nobody knows how this kid caught the ball and just collapsed, first down, clear down the field. This is how these kids were playing. These were the smallest kids in the tournament, making some of the biggest plays in the tournament. Because I told them it's not about the size of y'all. I mean, y'all got to go out here and play this shit. These kids, they wake up every day thinking they can beat y'all. Make them beat y'all. And that's what it is when I'm running these apps. Make them beat me. I'm not going to let them. I ain't going to have no high-ass AR. I ain't going to let them. I ain't going to let these motherfuckers take their time walking out the building. I ain't going to let them. You take your time walking out the building if you want to. Cancel, driving the fuck off. Take your time if you want to. You don't let these motherfuckers run your time, run your money, run your percentages. If you were in charge of the energy of what you did when you walked your ass out this house tonight, stay in charge of that energy. No, said last night, Lyft tried to send me 44 miles for $21. Exactly. It says, I had a Lyft cancel today that I never was notified. I was down the street from the passenger when I got the $2.25 cancellation fee. Good shit, Lisa, good shit. They should have gave you more than $2.25. You should have got like $4. But yeah, if we're going to be out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, doing this rideshare shit, if we really going to be out here doing this, then we need to actually act like business people. We don't need to act like we're the employees of them waiting on instruction. We give them instruction based on our energy and our behavior. We give them instruction. Send me these type of rides because this is what I'm looking for. Send me to this area because this is the area I usually drive in and I know that area pretty well. I know the riders in that area pretty well. Send me these type of orders because I got a car this size and I like to take orders like that. If you don't give people what you're looking for, they will just give you shit. They will just give you shit and expect you to take it. What is that? Congrats to Uber Phoenix. Uber Phoenix, is he back in the building? Is Uber Phoenix back in the building? Yeah, but that's what it is. You got to let these apps know what you tolerate, what you want. All these percentages that people think they got to abide by, I need 100%. I think the higher your AR, the worse driver you might be. The worse you might be. Because you're not a driver at that point. You're a robot. You're doing whatever they tell you. Hey, take this ride. Okay. Take this ride. Okay. Well, he got his $1,700 and his account back from door. Hey, you know what? That's energy right there. That right there. Because the way I like how Aaron used to drive, Uber Phoenix, he got his $1,700 and his account back. This is what I talk about energy coming back. He used to record all of his night rides, record all of his shit. And I know these areas because I drive these areas. These Pizza Huts were closed too early. These McDonald's were closed because there wasn't enough staff there. All these places were closed because there wasn't enough staff. I know that shit because I used to try to do Uber Eats. He was reporting that shit, saying, hey, these places are closed. I'm not able to get in there. And they deactivated his ass and took his $1,700. He was telling the truth the entire time. He was not trying to hustle these motherfuckers. He wasn't lying. He ain't never run a scheme or a scam on his motherfucking videos. He wasn't trying to hustle no fucking body. He was telling people the truth about how DoorDash was, about how Uber Eats was. And he was out doing this shit the right way. Energy came back. He got his money back and he got his account reinstated. That's how you do this shit. Because when you do right and you do something good, the shit's going to be returned back to you. Now, if he was doing some fraudulent shit and doing some shady shit, he wouldn't have had to get it. He would have had to be like, oh man, I got to fucking create a whole new account. He created a new account just so he can get his fucking money and shit because he was still doing his thing. But for him to actually get his account back and to get his money back, that's major. That's a big corporation. And Aaron, he didn't use no attorney and he didn't use no, like how these motherfucking drivers be saying, if you come pay my friend $400, we'll get you reinstated and get your money back. If you come pay this person $90, we'll get you. See, a lot of YouTubers want to sell you shit. All Lyft did, all Uber Lyft Phoenix did, Aaron, all he did was he said, these are my videos. This is my situation. You guys are clearly mistaken by taking my money and deactivating my account. I have no other foot to stand on except the fucking truth. I don't need 50 attorneys. I don't need all these people in my shit. You guys look at the truth of the situation. Y'all fucked up. And they looked at it. And they gave this man his money back. And they gave this man his account back. I've always followed Aaron's channel because I tell people all the time, you become like the motherfuckers you follow. You see a lot of people out there getting demonetized. And you can tell who's demonetized if you go to their channel, play one of their videos, and there's no commercials. It's just straight video. That's all it is. They're either A, not in the program, not in the partner program, or they got demonetized. And a lot of these YouTube creators are getting demonetized and they ain't even saying shit about it because they feel bad. Because a lot of content creators like me been telling motherfuckers, watch out for these shady ass creators. They can't even run a fucking partner program with the terms of service clearly spelled out for you, right in your face. They running little hacks and schemes and shit behind closed doors, and the shit's not working out for them. You become like who you follow. And I tell people all the time, if that's who you want to follow, was Aaron said he tried to appeal because he watched Hannibal's interview with Bud Soda on how he got reactivated. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. We got to help each other with different content and shit like that. How do we get back on? How do we do it? Hopefully Bud Soda got reactivated too. He got reactivated. Bud Soda. Cool. Bud Soda got reactivated. That's what's up. And a lot of times, man, I think a lot of these content creators, they're out there doing things behind the scenes with YouTube, the YouTube partner program. They're losing video counts. They're losing money because YouTube is nothing but a business. I tell everybody, YouTube is a business. It's a platform. It's a corporation worldwide. They've got to make money somehow. It's a platform where people come looking for information. So in order to run their corporation, people have to put money into it. Either you buy the YouTube premium or they get ads. So everybody has a free account. I got a free account. So like I said, I wouldn't sell somebody some shit I didn't have. I got a free account. I watch people fucking videos and I see commercials pop up and I'll wait. While I'm waiting, I'm probably doing something else, moving shit around, doing something. The video's just playing a commercial. I don't give a shit. I'm selecting my music anyways. But once you start seeing YouTube kick people out of their partner program, demonetize them, not want to fuck with them, that's got a lot to do with legal things. That's legal shit. Because you can technically stream, like I told everybody in my video when the lady with the fucking Ford Focus was following me around, fucking with me, the homeless lady, I told everybody that night, and I remember I was telling people that night, you got to sit there and stream something, stream anything. Stream dogs running around the fucking yard, stream trees blowing, put up 3 fucking videos and just walk off. Somebody in the world is going to look at that. YouTube's going to find value in that and they're going to play that shit somewhere in this world. Maybe not in your neighborhood because you see the tree every fucking day, but they can play it in the middle of fucking the Sahara Desert. People are like, damn, that tree is beautiful. Look at how it blows. Somebody's going to watch that shit. So I tell everybody, stream something. But if YouTube stops fucking with you, You did something that was against some legal shit. That's legal shit. And a lot of times YouTube won't fuck with you ever again because you kind of wishy-washy. They're like, wait a minute, you're kind of uncontrollable. And if they not fucking with you no more because you're an uncontrollable channel, think about what that tells the people that are subbed to your channel. And you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. You just kind of aimlessly out there. You're not taking mentorship. You're not taking advice of people. You're not thinking shit through. And that's why when I run my channel, do content creators not make anything off their premium viewers? Oh yeah, we make some off the premium viewers because I guess with the premium viewers, because I remember when I first started, and I see my little premium chart. My premium viewers was like $1.86, my premium $2.42. Then it went to like $12, and I was like, cool, I got $12 off of premium views. Now it's like $100 off of premium viewers alone. YouTube is giving me like $80 to $100 off the premium because those are people who got premium who are watching my content and they don't see any commercials, which is cool for them because some people just like to hear that shit play straight through while they working and doing whatever they do. Kind of like radio. Sometimes radio play commercials, whatever. So we do get a cut of that. And I'm probably one of the only transparent YouTube creators, even as a small fucking creator. I'm transparent. I tell people what I make. I tell them what I do to make the content. I tell them how I make my content, where I advertise my content, and they see my content. I even talk about it because there are no fucking secrets to what I do. This is all YouTube shit. This ain't got shit to do with me. And everybody likes to be secretive about their shit when they don't want somebody else to have the same of what they got. And you find that a lot in the gig content community. People like to be secretive about shit. I don't be secretive because I'm like, I hope you motherfuckers create content. Because all you glow stick waving ass motherfuckers. Hey, you too, driver, have a great one. Have a great one. And I tell people, if you can make content creation of you working on wood and you put that shit on YouTube, that's you work. If you can make content washing your car, hanging with your kids, teaching your dog how to catch a frisbee, that's all something that somebody somewhere is going to watch. We got 7 billion motherfuckers out there. So why wouldn't I tell a driver who's out driving, making money like I'm out making money, saying, why don't you make some content of some sort and just stream it and let YouTube do with it? YouTube is going to do whatever they want to do with it. I just put it on their platform. YouTube takes it from there. I don't touch it. I don't have Facebook, so I don't share my shit. I don't have Facebook. On Instagram, I can't put it on Instagram because it's just Instagram. I don't do anything with the content. I just put it up there. And all you guys, we watch it, we laugh, we learn, we make money, we make jokes out of the shit. We create a familyhood and a bond. We create energy where we go out and feel valued for who we are as drivers, coming from an industry of people, oh, y'all ain't doing shit but driving. That's low skill. That's no skill. And that's jealousy. It's envy. Because yes, this is very low skill. To get in my car and to drive 40, 50, 60,000 miles a year probably seems low skill to a lot of people who have car accidents all the fucking time when they only going 10,000 miles a year. They think it's low skill. Takes a lot of skill for one thing. But to put a key in the ignition or to push a button takes no skill. You're just putting your foot on the brake and you're hitting the button. That's no skill. But to drive, to make money, to take care of your car, to keep your house running smoothly, life is a fucking skill. And we used to learn life skills back when I was in high school. We had home economics. We had life skills. We taught life skills. If there was no such a thing as called having to be skilled in order to live this shit called life, we would not have life skills. We got life coaches out there. But these motherfuckers don't understand how we operate as drivers. We don't have a job we can call and say, hey, I need to take 2 days off. Can you still pay me if I take 2 days off? I need insurance. Can you go pay for me if I got to go to the dentist or to the doctor? Can you pay? We don't have parents over us. We are the parents of our lives. We're not children of our lives. We are the parents of our lives. So when we go out the house every fucking day, it takes skills to make sure we make it back. Ain't nothing wrong with the car. Ain't nothing wrong with us. And we still got money. More money than we left with. Profitable. That takes some skill. So when these motherfuckers say, well, this is a low skill job, it doesn't take a lot of skill. I dare these W-2 motherfuckers, please take a week off of work. You're going to be paid for it anyway because you have a parent called your company. So you're going to get paid for it anyway. So you ain't got to worry about money. You're going to get paid for it. But try to do delivery. Try to do rideshare. Just try it. I guarantee either you're going to fall in love with it or you're going to respect it. One of the two. But hating on that shit is one thing you ain't going to be able to do. Because you're going to be like, yeah, that shit was kind of hard. Man, trying to find addresses at 1 o'clock in the morning in some apartment complexes, that shit was kind of hard. Driving around with passengers with fucking rotten old Cheeto ass ball sacks and shit, that's kind of hard. Because you got to clean your fucking car out for the next people. And sometimes when you pulling up to pick somebody up, you got to clean out the ball cheese fucking smell so the next motherfuckers don't think it's you, because you showered twice already today. You don't want that shit to be you. This is not easy. Very low skill when it comes to pushing that fucking brake and touching the fucking start button. I can teach my son to do that. If he was like 5, hey, put your foot on the brake, hit the start button. But do you think he can do what I do to make the money I make, to take care of the life that I take care of? That's where the skill comes in. And a lot of W-2 people, they work at a company that has an accounting department. The accounting department does all the thinking for them. The accounting department does their check. It does their health insurance. It pays their, pension. It does all the work for them. So all they got to do is clock in, file some files in the file folder, go to the fucking break room, eat somebody's fucking sandwich, go sit back at their fucking desk. To me, that takes no skill. That really doesn't. It takes some effort, but it doesn't take much skill. But try to run your own motherfucking life without that company that has that accounting department, that doesn't have that human resource department, that doesn't have all the shit you're accustomed to from the time you turn 16 and start working for a motherfucker. Try doing this shit called life on your own with no company over you. Try it. And they'll be like, well, that's not stable. We have companies all the time closing their fucking doors, laying off employees, furlough. I mean, the word furlough wasn't just created this year. Furlough, laid off, fired, company shut down, going out of business, merging with another company, so they're closing half the shit down, firing all these people. Severance packages. All that shit is real. But a lot of people don't see that because they sit around thinking, because I have a job, because this company is right there, it's always going to be there. Look at Yellow Truck Company, 99 years in America. Motherfuckers was showing up to work, there was padlocks on the gate. They ain't getting no phone call, no text message, no nothing. Showed up, padlocks on the gate. Legally, they can do that. It's their company. They can padlock the fucking gate and not let you in. It's their company. But people say, well, it's stable. Excuse me. Nothing is stable if you can put padlocks on a fucking gate to prevent me from doing it every day. That's not stable. You think gig work is stable? Gig work ain't stable. And we talk about gig work not being stable. We talk about being deactivated every day just because a customer lied. We talk about that. We live in the real. We keep it 100. We live in reality when we're gig workers. But these W-2 motherfuckers live in this fantasy. I'm going to retire, have a fucking cake party, a 35-year retirement party, have fucking balloons and shit popping out in the conference room. Motherfuckers show up to work next day, padlocks on the fucking building. What the fuck happened? They can do that to you. Man, the doors ain't open. What the fuck? How come we can't get in the building? Oh shit, why are we under investigation? Oh shit, why is the corporate executives all going to jail? Oh shit, do we have a job? Y'all motherfuckers think just because it's a company, it's stable. A lot of companies have closed their doors. A lot of employees have been ass out. And a lot of them go, I'm just going to do rideshare. I think I'm going to do rideshare. I'm going to do delivery. That's what I'm going to do until I get my next job. And they start doing it. And they either fall in love with it or they learn a new respect from it. But that's how I am when I do rideshare. I tell people, you know what? It's some rough ass days out there. Yesterday was pretty easy. Yes, Saturday was pretty easy. Friday. Thursday with the Beyonce concert was fucking nuts. That was a hard night. That's why I shouldn't have worked. I don't work concert nights. I just don't. Yeah, exactly, Zick. Many drivers make 15 an hour while other drivers make 35 an hour. So there's clearly a skill level to it. It's the life skill. It's a life skill. When you walk into a W-2, they tell everybody, do not discuss your salary with any other employees. You know why? Because they gonna fuck you over somehow. They know they paying this motherfucker 18 that just walked in the door, but they paying you 17.25. But eventually you're gonna get a 25 cent an hour raise. Eventually you're gonna get it 25 cents an hour. We're in rideshare. What do we get? $30 an hour raise, $40 an hour. I've made $100 an hour before. My normal is about $35, $40 an hour. I've made $100 an hour before, several times, many times. That's a $60 an hour raise I gave myself. I didn't have to ask no fucking body. Can you give me an extra 25 cents an hour so I can feed my family next month? Fuck that. I'm gonna go get $60 an hour. And this is how I'm gonna do it. There's a skill to it. It's called jumping on surge, going to high value areas. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, and they'll fire you if they find out. If you discuss your salary with other people, they're going to fire you, find out. Yet here we are on the channel. And it's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of employee mentality people on this channel who don't understand that we're okay with being transparent. We're talking about what we make and how we made it, giving the details of how, because if we're going to help the next person out, I could be deactivated today. But all you motherfuckers know how I made the money I was making because I share with you how I cancel, who I cancel, what I accept, what I don't accept, where I drive, where I don't drive. I've shared everything possible I can share with you through my videos. How I logicize everything, how I talk to customers, how they talk back to me. So it is no secret to success. You got to share, because the shit that works in your market might not work in mine. The shit that works in mine might not work in yours. But unless we share and we start trying to close all these fucking gaps, because the apps create gaps. That's all they do. Some of you motherfuckers get much better bonuses than we get. I might get, $30 for, 40 rides, $30 for 40 rides. You might get 40 rides for $200. It's a fucking gap right there. This is Cat likes you, Jeff. Invisible Ranch. Cat likes you. I like cats too. No, but it's real shit though. So the apps are going to create gaps. And with the gaps, they try to create dissension between drivers. They make you jealous they try to make you jealous of what I make or make me jealous of what you make. But when we all start busting our ass and we all somehow start making $40 an hour, we all start making $50 an hour, occasionally $80 an hour, $90 an hour. We all start doing that shit. They can't fuck with all of us. Because I know it's not going to be like this every day, Jeff. You made $90 an hour in the morning. Cool. Don't be mad if you make 30 the next hour. Just don't. Because you made 120 in 2 hours, which is an average of 60 an hour. You're good. Don't worry about it. But they're going to try to create jealousy. And that's what the original YouTube with the gig contract used to feel like. Everybody was talking down on people. Oh, man, I made $200. Oh, you're fucking horrible. You suck. $200 ain't shit. Motherfucker, you never asked me if I worked 1 hour or 5. You never asked me shit. I just said I made $200. That could have been off one ride for all you fucking know. But people were so quick to jump on motherfuckers in these comments. The moment you walk in and drop a comment, oh, you're horrible. Oh, man, just had a great day in rideshare. Oh, they're going to start fucking you over tomorrow, you raggedy motherfucker. Just wait. They never gave motherfuckers a chance to just enjoy a moment on a lot of channels. And I talk about that shit in my old videos. They never gave us a moment to just enjoy a little level of success we had against these apps. And I would sit there and go, I would rather celebrate your son, scoring a touchdown with you. I don't want to see your son score a touchdown and be like, man, your son is fucking horrible. It's only one touchdown. He's fucking garbage. I don't want to be like that. I don't say, you know what? That was great. That was great. Hopefully he could do that shit again, isn't that? But that was a great touchdown. Man, your son is good. So the most I've made on one trip is 440. Yeah, I think the most I ever made on a trip was about 325. I went to Yuma, Arizona. The apps paid me like 150 and the guy gave me like 175 or something like that in cash when we got to the gas station. Because he told me he had to get to an ATM. But I was like, yeah. It's like, I ain't never doing that fucking trip ever again. My dogs are barking like crazy. That's my border collie. He's the guard. The border collie is tougher than the pit. Yeah, but I tell people, man, if we all are making exactly what each other makes because we're sharing information and sharing knowledge, we basically have a gig that over a year, because I tell people, I got 12 months to make this shit. So we got 12 months of work, and now we're going to sit here and be like, damn, we actually made $90,000 a year driving 35,000 miles. That's all I made. So I tell people like this, today, get a sheet of paper, jot down how many miles you got on your fucking car today. Just jot it down. It don't have to be from January to December. It could just be any 12-month fucking period. I mean, it's time. Time is infinite. The shit goes on forever. It's when you start it and whenever it ends. That's called time. So you can walk in today, jot down your motherfucking miles, jot down the date, August 26, 2023. You're looking for August 24th, 2024. That's 365 days of time. That's your 12 months right there. And you'll go through a couple of seasons. You'll go through the fall, the winter. You'll come around to the spring and summer. You're back in August again. And you say, how much did I make over the past 12 fucking months? You be like, damn, when I drove 40,000 miles, how in the fuck did I make $126,000 though? Damn. Because you sat up there and kept a higher dollar per mile ratio. Excuse me. Thank you, Information Man Show. Invisible Ranch, I actually was an accountant. I have an accounting degree, and I've been doing accounting since I was 15 years old. So it was only natural for me to go to college and get an accounting degree. My mom was an accountant. My grandma, she did numbers for a bank too when she was younger. So I ended up getting an accounting degree, moving to Vegas, becoming an accountant in Vegas for home builders first. Then I went to casino, was casino most of my career, did it all career. Then I started helping charter schools with budgets, with governmental budgets. So with a charter school, you have a finite supply of money, not an infinite supply. With casino, you have an infinite supply. It means we can do whatever, we're for profit. We do whatever we want to do. When you did with charter school, that was a different realm. That was backwards accounting because I started from a number, had to work down. With casino accounting, you start from zero and work your way up to the fucking ceiling. Sky's the fucking limit. But government accounting, you already have your ceiling. You've got to fit everything up under that ceiling. So I've seen it from both ends of the spectrum when it comes to accounting. I've seen a budget and how to maintain a budget and how to cut costs and move shit around and reallocate shit to make sure everything works out. Then I've seen where you don't have no fucking problem. You have nothing stopping you from making a gazillion fucking dollars because you're for profit. You're not for profit. So yeah, I've seen a lot when it comes to numbers. I've seen a lot, man. Like I said, I'm 50 now, so that's 35 years of fucking numbers. That's most of my life. Over 50% of my life has been numbers. And I've dealt with a lot of audit firms and shit like that. But see, driving the wheel said almost 100,000 on mine. But see, this is the thing, driving the wheel. This is what I say. Write down your car today. Write down your 99,000 miles, 99,000. Next year on this date, write down how many miles you did and add up all the fucking money you made. You should, if you're doing an average of $2 to $3 a mile, and you saying if you can go 100,000 miles in a year and you're driving $3, you should be making $300,000. Now, granted, all of that won't be rideshare miles because you'll be going to the fucking grocery store and shit like that. You'll be doing it. So you got to knock off, let's say, 1,000 miles a month. So if you drive, let's say 100,000 miles, drop it down to take off 12,000 miles off that. Say I did 88,000 because 1,000 miles a month was like dead miles of me just going to the grocery store doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Exactly. Just don't tell them that. Keep that shit to yourself. Yeah. But if it explains your attention to detail. Thanks, running altitude. Yeah, but what you do is you take that and you say, if I can do average of $4 a mile, $3 a mile, if you're doing, let's say 80,000 miles at $3 a mile, $240,000 of revenue you made, $240,000 if you're averaging $3 a mile. So keep your average up. Take them $16 for 2-mile trips. Wait it out. Don't take them 50 cent a mile fucking trips, them $1 a mile trips. That's going to drop your average through the floor. If you do 40 miles at 50 cent a mile, you're getting $20. If you do 40 miles at $3 a mile, you're getting $120. So you went from $20 to $120. That's $100 variance. If you do that shit 10 times, that's $1,000 you lost that month doing 10 of those trips that month. And that's only 2 a week. So you just lost $1,000 that month. That's your rent. That's your mortgage. You just gave it away to thin air. So you say, I don't want them 50 cent a mile trips. Just don't want them. I'm not even interested in them. Not even interested. So when you see it pop up, don't think of your AR. Don't think of cancels. Don't think of shit. Think of, I'm trying to keep my average high. I know the money's going to come there. So kick that shit out. Keep your average high. Because I tell myself, when I get my shit together and I think once I get to my level of savings where I want to be, and I'm comfortable with taking that risk, because everything has a risk to it. My plan might fuck up. It ain't 100%. But once I get to a point where I'm like, I could take a risk on having a fucked up month real bad. But I took risks all summer. I ain't made a fucking dime this summer. Not a dime. I might have probably made, I think, profit off everything, maybe $1,500, $2,000 all summer profit. Everything else has been paying all my fucking bills because summers has been slow as shit. So if I say, if I can average $3 to $4 a mile, that's all I want to do. And I can drive 30,000 miles. 30,000 miles over 12 months is less than 3,000 miles a month. That's about 2,500 miles a month. 2,500 miles a month in four weeks is like 600 miles a week. 600 miles a week is 100 miles a day for 6 days. I could do 100 miles a day for 6 days. I could do that. And it's like, that means each day I drop, I got to keep declining a lot of shit. And because I'm declining a lot, I'm only taking high dollar rides. But all I got to make is $100. That's it. So if I do, let's say $4 a mile, all I have to drive is 25 miles that day at $4 a mile. $2 a mile, I have to drive 50 miles. If I do $1 a mile, I got to drive 100 miles. And I'm not trying to drive 100 miles. So I'm going to do everything I can do to keep that shit under. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm taking everything $3 a mile and up. So I need surges, I need tips, I need bonuses, I need challenges, I need streaks, I need everything I could possibly use because all I want to drive is 30,000 miles this year. That's it. I'm not going over 30,000 miles. And you will figure out how you can trick yourself and discipline yourself enough to say these 50-cent miles ain't worth shit. When I see dollar trips, 50-cent mile trips, I don't even fucking flinch. Y'all see me I be laughing like a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, y'all drop motherfucking mind. $42 for 38 miles. You out your motherfucking mind. They be like, yeah, but that's $42. I'm like, I could do 4 trips for $11 each. I was doing trips last night for $11. That was for 2 miles. If I do 4 trips at 2 miles, that's 8 miles I went for $44. 8 miles for $44 when this person went 38 miles for $42. So you got $42 for going 38 miles. I got 44 for going 8 miles. That's the shit I'm on. That's the shit I'm on. I got all year. I ain't in a rush. The fuck I'm in a rush for? I got all year. But it's when people get antsy. I gotta stay busy. I gotta stay busy. I can't sit around. These motherfuckers go through $250, $300 worth of gas or 300 miles worth of gas. Y'all went 300 miles and I got $275. I'm like, dude, I went 120 miles and I'm sitting on $240. What are you doing? Like, dude, sit and we worked the same night. I drove less hours. Even if we both sat online for the same amount of time, I could be online right now sitting at home on this fucking live stream. That don't mean I'm working just because my phone is turned on. It means I'm seeing what the fuck's out there. Is it worth me to go out this fucking house? One good ride is not worth it for me to leave sometimes. And people have seen me make $60 a night because if it's not worth it, I'll bring my ass back home. I'm not out in these fucking streets for nothing. I'm not putting my car out there for $50, $60, $70. No, fuck that. I'm back home. I'll work another night. I'll work a little longer another night. Yeah, exactly. Then you just take the weekend off. No, I've never done law enforcement. Nope. Have you ever done law? Nope. A lot of people ask me that all the time. They go, man, have you been in the military? You been a cop? It's like, dude, I'm like opposite of a cop. I think I'll make a pretty good cop, though. Honestly, I would probably make a good cop because I don't think I would arrest no fucking body. I'd straighten shit up because I grew up around cops. You know what I'm saying? When we was young men, cops back in the day was not like cops of today. Back in the day, these cops would sit all you motherfuckers on a bench and be like, if I have to come back here and arrest any of you motherfuckers, it's going to be some problems. So y'all need to get that fucking basketball, get a 3-on-3 game fucking going, go grab y'all some motherfucking Gatorades and quit fucking around. I got work to do today. Cops used to talk to us like that. Now if a cop says, listen, son, he called me son, my feelings is hurt. I'm suing for $1.5 million. It's like, God damn. Yeah, I'm pimping. Exactly, child said, I'm pimping. And that's me, says, you look buff, man. Hey, I'm not as big as I used to be. I think I'm just a regular sized dude, man. But yeah, but back then, you know, cops used to talk to us and keep us in check because they didn't want to fucking deal with us. They'd be like, dude, I'm going to go talk to your mom. Where's your mom? Where's that? I'm going to go talk to them because I'm tired of you motherfuckers always coming. And that's the thing is like, we didn't mind that back in the day because we knew the cops didn't want to fuck with us. They were over us. They got other shit to do. They got break-ins to prevent. They got murders to prevent. They got real shit they working on. They ain't dealing with no fucking kids. But nowadays, all you see is kids doing dumb shit and fucking breaking in stores and running out with purses. Man, we would never do that shit in a million fucking years. I mean, I wouldn't even want to walk in my house with that shit. My mom would be like, where'd you get all these Louis Vuitton bags and shit from? Get this shit out of my house. But nowadays, parents be like, oh shit, can I have that red one? Can I get that brown one? Shit, y'all motherfuckers came up today, damn. The shit starts at home. The shit starts at home. The reason why all these fucking kids acting the way they act, because they got somewhere to take all that shit. I'm not walking in my house with no motherfucking stereo system without my mom going, where'd you get that stereo system from? Kevin. Does Kevin moms know you gave it to him? Well, Kevin got it from Daryl. Does Daryl moms know that Kevin gave it to you? And does Kevin mom know? No, it'd be questions being asked. Questions will be fucking asked. But now, shit, these motherfuckers run around. They pull up in a goddamn Mercedes parking in the driveway. Your mom be like, woo, that's a nice ass car. I ain't never seen no 16-year-old kid with a Mercedes that nice. Like, the fuck? You better ask some questions. Whose fucking car is that? That's what you need to be asking. Whose fucking car is that? This is my Uber says, hey, she said, Jeff's funny as hell. My favorite line is, my BMW ain't no SUV. I ain't going to no Walmart. Exactly. They'll load that motherfucker up with box fans and everything, mirrors and shit. I'm like, God damn. Motherfucking portraits. They be buying portraits and shit of George Washington. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't put this shit on top of my car. Says Uber says, would you ever consider working for yourself and not Uber? I used to run a mechanic shop. I own my own little mechanic. I had a 3-car garage at a big ass townhouse in St. Louis. And I did that for about 6 years. I started it when I didn't have a garage. And then I dated this girl and we built her garage out to be a big ass shop. We did a lot of work there, engine swaps. We did transmission swaps, fucking catalytic converters. We was doing a lot of shit. Yeah. So we built her garage out and everything. Then after we split, I went and got a bigger 3-car garage and I ran my shop out of that big ass thing. So yeah, and like I said, it was good money. I mean, sometimes like in labor money, I would make like $1,000 a day just in labor alone, doing a bunch of small jobs. And it would be way less than what shops would charge people. Like somebody would bring me a catalytic converter. I had to cut the old one off if it wasn't a direct fit. I'll cut the old one off, weld the new one on there and shit like that. Charge somebody $200. They'd be like, man, these motherfuckers trying to charge me $1,400. It's like, yeah. It says, yeah, that's why you gave me stuff over my brakes were out. Exactly. And that's what it is. I used to do work like that for people. I'd see, single moms be like, you know what? I don't get paid till Friday. My car is overheating. I can't get to work. So I'd swap a radiator out, thermostat, something like that. And I would tell you 4 out of 5 times, the person would bring me the money back. 4 out of 5 times, the person would be like, I promise you I'll come back Friday with the money. Here, they give me the money. And I'd be like, you know what? I trusted you. And I would do people like that because I know everybody didn't have money at the exact moment of the car going bad. I knew that. And I wasn't going to hold nobody's fucking car hostage. But as I ran my business and I got known for being somebody to help somebody and I won't charge motherfuckers, that's when it started getting egregious. The 4 out of 5 motherfuckers paying me went to 2 out of 5 motherfuckers paying me. And it's like more than half the people I was doing work for replacing fuel pumps. Cars now can drive. Okay, cool. I can drive. All right, cool. Friday comes. Saturday comes. Monday fucking comes. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to keep texting you for that money, man. You got that 175? Oh, dog, some shit came up. Yeah, I do work on RVs too. I used to pop the whole fucking front end up, be the engine right there in the fucking front. And I'll be sitting there I'll do the water pump sits right on the front. You pull the fucking fan off, take all the belts off, water pump right in the front. I got pictures of me working on 18 wheelers at Home Depot. People would call me and say, hey man, my uncle is stuck at Home Depot. He just dropped off a load. They need a fucking fan clutch or they need new fucking glow plugs. And I got photos of my truck with all my equipment in the back, my big ass Escalade, all my equipment in the back, working on a big ass fucking Caterpillar truck sitting right behind me, Peterbilts and Mack trucks and shit. And I'm working on all of them. And people go, you work on diesels? I'm like, well, if it's got nuts and bolts to it and I can put a part on that motherfucker, I could probably work on it. Tell me what the problem is. So dude he drove my truck all the way to Volvo and he put gas and everything in my truck. They charged him $3,000 for a clutch, $3,000 for a fucking clutch. Came all the way back. I put the clutch on for him, hooked the truck up, put everything back together, changed everything out. Truck was running fine. He had a big oil leak in the front of one of them, so we had to take the fucking valve covers up a little bit, seal everything all the way back around, put the valve cover back on. We stopped the oil leak because this truck was smoking bad as shit. It was just an old ass fucking gasket. So it's like, hey, if it's got these nuts? Exactly. So I'm used to working on shit. And like I said, I'm not scared to take nothing apart. I got a welding machine because I'm like, if something breaks, I could just re-weld it. I could tack weld it back, file it down a little bit, make it look better. And weld sometimes make it stronger than what it came out of the fucking factory as. Because all factory shit is not perfect, which is why they have this word out called recall. Shit gets recalled all the time. People think, well, it's brand new. That's why I would never buy a brand new fucking car. Because I don't want to be the guinea pig for that motherfucker. I don't want to be way the fuck out somewhere and a factory weld or a factory bolt or something pops the fuck off. I need a car with like 30,000 miles on it. Because I don't know if this motherfucker been recalled before, if shit's fell off, if shit's been fixed, retightened, readjusted. I need to know that because I'm about to take a long ass trip. I can't guinea pig this fucking car. And they be like, oh man, this car ain't got no miles on it. Then you drive it, motherfucker. Get back at me. It's like, shit, I don't want to be the guinea pig for that fucking car. Fuck that. Because I know how shit works. I've worked on shit so much in my life. I know how shit works. People take shit back to the store under warranty. People always using warranties. Just because something's new don't mean you can trust it. It just means it's never been used before. You're the fucking guinea pig. You're that one. So I'm like, yeah, maybe not. So yeah, I've worked for myself before, man. Coach Eli, what's good, brother? Yeah, I saw you guys live, man. I saw y'all live. That's what's up. Y'all jammed on it, man. It looked like a real good panel up there. But yeah, like I said, and I'm always gonna be one of these people that they love getting them back to go back to the dealer. That's funny shit. They fucking hate that shit. They don't even want to give you a loaner car. You take your car back, they will not even give you a fucking loaner car. They be like, what have you done to this car? I'm like, shit, drove it home, parked in the driveway. The motherfucker wouldn't start the next day. Come to find out, all the fucking, the soldering was out or something, didn't get soldered at the factory all the way, so it just slowly just wore out or whatever. Man. Yeah, I tried, brother. Like I said, oh, you welcome, Coach Eli, you welcome. And I'll always be somebody who's willing to help somebody. Like I said, when I ran my shop, I did the best I can do for the market I was dealing with. But sometimes the market gets to a point where they know you got a big heart and they're preying on your heart at that point. And they don't want to fucking sit up there and say, well, you could go tell them you got a hardship, and instead of giving them the money, just get the repair done and just use a different mechanic the next time. And that's how shit was doing. Married? Nope, I'm happily divorced. I'm keeping all my shit. I'll never be married again, ever. I'll die fucking divorced. Fuck that shit. But that's not because I knock marriage. Everything's not for everybody. And I tell motherfuckers, everybody's not a marathon runner, even though there are some amazing marathon runners out there. It's like, so I don't knock motherfuckers that run marathons. I don't run marathons. I'm not a marathon runner. Just like some people are not married, some people don't have kids, some people don't have pets. Everybody's different. So if we look at marriage as the flagship for the perfect life, I mean, it's like, I don't know if you can really, that's like saying having a dog is the flagship to have a perfect family. You have to have a dog. If you don't have a dog, your house is not really a house. You need to get a fucking dog. Some people got fish. Some people got cats. Some people got snakes. Everybody's fucking different. Some people have no pets at all. And it's like, I'm one of those people that really believe that everybody is an energy. You're a source of energy. And if your energy is this, I'll never get married again, but I've never been divorced. Exactly, Tony. That's the part right there, man. It's not the marriage that fucks you up. It's the divorces that fuck you up. So that's why I got that song out from back in the day. It's cheaper to keep her. That's a real fucking song. It's cheaper to keep her because motherfuckers be going through that shit. Yeah, some people live in the Prius. God damn it. Yeah. But like I said, everybody's a different source of energy. And we all come from different walks of life. So your energy might be conducive to you being adventurous and exploring, and you might like to travel. Like me, I've never been on a cruise ship. Some people love going on cruise ships. I just don't see that much water as being something that I want to be around because it's always in my head of shit happening, even though shit might not happen. It's in my head to the point where I might not enjoy that cruise as much as somebody else might enjoy that cruise. I like motorcycles. Some people may not enjoy riding down a highway on a motorcycle at 100 miles an hour, where I might. Because in their head, they're thinking about all these wrecks they have and all this shit that happens. And in my head, I'm thinking about the freedom, the fun, the going through the curves and shit, everybody's energy is going to be different about a certain thing. So it's the same about marriage. And it's like, some people may say, I love the energy of always having somebody there. And like I said, a lot of people can't be alone. They just can't be alone. And you see them jump from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. In 1 year, they got 4 fucking girlfriends or 4 fucking boyfriends. That's what they do. Ride flow, 113 to 3 hours, almost $40 an hour. Get it. That's what you do, brother. That's what you get it. They started sending me garbage. So shut off the app. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, brother. And like I said, everybody's energy is different. Some people just can't be alone. And being in a marriage gives them that sense of security that they're not on this planet by themselves. Me, because of the way I think, I really believe, honestly, that this body is just what it is. It's what it is. I don't have to be next to somebody. I don't have to be around no fucking people. My energy is transcending. Everybody's energy is transcending. I think if you're an energetic enough person, you could reach people without even being around fucking people. And I think I've come to that point in my life to where I know there's certain people on this planet that will affect you that will never even have to be around you. Look at some of the presidential candidates. Motherfuckers will affect you without even being around you. If you just say their fucking name, it gives you a sense of something, either a sense of pride or a sense of anger, or that's energy. That's all that is fucking energy. So you have to be aware of the point of energy not being physical, but being universal. Yeah, only if you let them. That's right. And that's where being around people come into play. People can fuck up your energy only if they're in your presence, because only if you let them, if they're not in your presence. So if I wake up and I want to be in a good mood, I want to eat motherfucking ice cream for breakfast. I want to eat pancakes for breakfast. I want to give the dogs extra fucking peanut butter. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do because my energy is under my control. Now, once somebody's in your home, that energy becomes under their control now. Now you're controlled by their energy. Excuse me. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that. This is with the knowledge I learned from your content. I average $30 to $60 an hour, $2.25 a mile. Thanks for doing what you do. That's what's up, Jeremy. 50,000 miles next year, $100,000 and 50,000 miles, Jeremy. I got you on that. You keep doing $225 a mile. You're going to make $100,000 driving less miles than a whole lot of fucking people. And they're going to be like, how the fuck is Jeremy making $120,000, $130,000 a year? How is he doing that? Look at his miles. His average is $225 a mile. If that's what you're averaging, you only have to drive 50,000, not even 50,000, like in the 40,000s. That's 3,000 miles a month. That's all you got to drive is 3,000 miles a month, less than 1,000 miles a week. And a lot of people out there, they're driving 2,000 miles a week. They're working, 6 days, driving 250 miles every single day. Oh, I got to drive 250 miles a day. 250 miles every 2 days is 500 miles. 4 days is 1,000 miles. And they're driving 6 days, 1,500 miles a week. Oh, but I made 2 G's. Yeah, but you're taking $1 a mile, 50 cents a mile shit. You can't do that. You can't do it. That's what I'm doing. You got to keep doing that, Jeremy, man. Keep doing that, brother. Keep doing it. You got to stick with that average. And don't let them break you, man. Find some for $8 a mile. Go to a party area. Find some for $11 for 3 miles. Keep doing that. You start seeing shit $1 a mile, 50 cents a mile, it's going to try to, they're tugging at you, man. They're tugging at you. Yeah. This is my net will be over 2K, but I got a reason to be driving double full time. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. Some people got a reason to drive that far. Like I said, I'm like you, Tony. If you don't have a reason to do it, why do it? You got to have a reason. Some people are just doing it because they don't have shit else to do. They don't have a hobby. They don't have like life. They don't have something that they really want to do. So they just sit in this fucking car for 10, 12 hours a day, every day. There's so much more to this world than driving this car around every day, all day. You need to have a real reason to need that much money. I'm not greedy. People be like, dude, you ain't taking that $42 ride? You're not. I'm like, no, because there's another driver that needs that. I don't need that. I'm in the market where I don't mind feeding other drivers the rides that they feel they need. And if every driver felt that way, we wouldn't have greed out there. Everybody would be cool. If you need a $50 ride, I guarantee if that motherfucker comes across my screen, that's your ride. Because I ain't taking that shit. I'm looking for an $11 ride, an $8 ride, $9 ride, $12 ride. That's what I'm looking for. Because I know those rides are probably 3 miles, 4 miles. A $50 ride is probably close to 50 fucking miles. I'm not looking. When I see a big number on my screen, I'm fuck that shit. Because as soon as you see that 36 miles, like, no, 42 minutes, nope, not even. I'm looking for something that says 5 minutes to get to them, 8-minute trip. 13 minutes total, cool. 13 minutes, how much I'm making? $15? Perfect, let's do it. Do it. But I'm not looking for no $50 to drive no 40 miles. I'm just not looking for that. But there's guys out there in my market that are. And I hope I'm feeding them those type of rides so they can actually get the money that they're looking for. Because a lot of them need that. A lot of them got, 3 kids, 2 kids. A lot of them got, child support they got to pay, shit like that. Why not help them out? That $50 right there might be the child support they needed. They can get that 50 real quick, download it, cash app that shit to their girls. Say, hey, here's that $50 I told you I was going to send you today. Because I just gave them a ride. I just gave them that. 40 fucking miles. Took a 40-mile trip. They cash up that money to their fucking girl. Get off my back. Don't take me to court. You need to cancel that fucking court motion. There's your $50. Exactly. Yeah, you do a $50 ride. It's better have a $40 surge on it. Shit. I've done $60 rides, $70 rides. Man, I did that $132 or something crazy like that. I think it was a $132 ride I did. I don't even know what the fucking, it was leaving a country concert. It had some big ass surge on it. I was like, holy shit, I took it. Hell yeah, I took it. But that's what it is though, man. I'm looking for short rides because there's drivers out there that need that money. They need it. It says I get lucky with Uber charge more for rich people. Yeah, and sometimes you got to go to certain areas to get those type of rides, which is why I tell people, just like Jeremy. Jeremy's looking for $2.25 a mile. You can get that in certain areas. Other areas, you're not going to get that. So if you're looking for a higher per mile area, you've got to go actively search for it. Get $1 a mile ride to that motherfucker and just stay put. Don't even leave it. Just stay there. Don't even leave it. And that's how a lot of us, we teach people how to drive like that on this channel, a few other channels, about looking at profits, not just looking at staying busy and looking at gross. Like what Tony said. Tony said net. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm thinking of shit, I'm thinking of net, because net is how you live your life. With the net is how you pay your rent, your mortgage, your car note, your insurance, the groceries and shit, your phone bill. Gross, you're not covering shit. You're probably paying for the gas in the car, which is probably, if you put in $75, that means the first 75 you drove for the day is going, back into the pot, the revenue pot. You say, well, I made $150 a day. Really, you made 75 today net, because you put in 75, you drove it all out, and you made $150 because you was doing $1 a mile fucking trips, 50 cent a mile trips. You drove almost 300 fucking miles on that shit. But like me, I'll put in $60. Like I just put in gas yesterday or the day before, but the shit before that lasted me 4 days. I put in $60. That shit lasted me 4 days because I don't take long trips. I do a bunch of short ass hops. That's it. I'm looking for fucking, $11 for 1.8 miles. I'll take that. I'm sitting in the surge zone. Can I get 4 miles for $11, $12? I'll take that. But that's how my tank doesn't go down. When I used to drive, when I first started, when all they had on YouTube was the gimmick fucking channels that weren't educating drivers, I used to sit up there and blow through gas. I tell people all the time, because they don't understand why I bought that BMW. I was going through $2,000 per month in fuel. $2,000. I shit you not. 2 G's. It was costing me, when the gas was going nuts, like $80 to fill that motherfucker up. And I would drive all that. I was only getting like 220 miles out of a full tank because I got big ass tires. And I was doing long trips because I'm like, ooh, $36 for this trip, not thinking it's 36 fucking miles. I didn't know back then because I was watching gimmick fucking channels. So I'm blazing through fucking gas at a price of $2,000 a month. Blazing through fucking gas. Somehow still paid that Jeep off in record time. Had a 60-month loan, paid that shit off in 24 months. I was building it the whole time. I did all the labor. I was only buying parts. Realized I was blowing so much in fucking gas that I need to do something different. So I went to a dealership where I saw this car and said, even if I buy this car at $600 a month, even if I buy this car at $600 a month, my insurance goes up $125. So I'm at $725 a month. Then if I put in, let's say $100 a week, that's $400 extra dollars. So I'm at about $1,100 right now. I'm at $1,100 in car, insurance, and the fuel that I'm putting in it. I'm gonna do all the maintenance myself. I'm not worried about fucking oil and shit. I do all that shit myself. I buy $40 worth of oil, and that's like 3 fucking oil changes over the next fucking 30,000 miles. I don't worry about that shit. But I'm at $1,100 just for this car, the gas, and the insurance. $2,000 was just the fuel in that fucking Jeep. So I'm up $800 a month by buying a whole nother fucking car. I'm up $800 a month. What's up, beautiful Blossom Rose? I'm up $800 just by going out and buying a whole nother fucking car. Because that's how you got to think of business. You got to think of shit, and not in terms of gross of what you're actually making. Because I can make money with the Jeep. Clearly I was making money with the Jeep. But what was my net? My net was getting so fucked up by putting so much gas into that damn Jeep to keep it running. I was in mud. I was spinning my wheels in mud, for real, spinning my wheels in mud. But like I said, I was watching channels that were having fun and joking and screwing around and picking up fucking orders and saying, I'm going to get all the no-tip rides I can get today. Watch this shit. And I'm sitting there like, you know what? I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to start a channel that really tells the truth about this shit. Because this shit ain't always about, I want to make this much money a week. It's how much money are you keeping? That's the trick to this. What is your profit margin? Nobody was speaking about profit margins in rideshare. Everybody was talking about how we ain't worth shit and how we low skilled and this and that. Nobody was speaking about the actual business of rideshare from a rideshare driver standpoint. And I'm like, I'm a fucking accountant. Jeff, the side gig guy, he's a fucking accountant. I watch his channel, same shit. He breaks down the numbers. Lane, Gig Geezer, he's a businessman. I watch Gig Geezer. He's breaking down all the numbers. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the business of rideshare. When motherfuckers say we're low skilled, they don't realize running a business is the actual skill we possess. Driving a car takes no skill. Running a business is the skill. And you think about all the people, oh, you're welcome, Miss Beautiful Blossom. You think about all the people who have come into rideshare, got chewed up by the apps and spit back out. That's what we're preventing now. You don't see a lot of chewed up motherfuckers on this channel. It has to be a really slow market to get chewed up because we got patience. We know our value. We won't take shit rides. We know what we're doing out here. But before that, I was like all those other drivers because I was watching channels that never discuss the shit we talk about. I'm watching channels of motherfuckers, doing, hey, you're going to hear how much bass my system got when these customers get in my car. Hey, you're going to see me drive fast and see what these customers' faces look like. That's the kind of shit we was watching. And I'm like, where's the fucking business pages in this motherfucker? Like, these are all entertainment fuckery pages, gimmicks. Where's the real shit at? You're right, Driving the Wealth. Nobody talks about the numbers. And so we decided to talk about the numbers. Let's get to the meat of this shit. I hate fucking rideshare some nights, but sometimes a customer get in, change my whole motherfucking energy. Glad I picked this motherfucker. I picked up one customer down on Southern and 28th Street. He works at a steel supply company. I need steel. I did not know where a steel supply company was in Phoenix. I've been here for 5 years, never even looked for it. I've been way down Broadway looking for steel. This motherfucker's right around the corner from my house. There's a reason why I pick up some people, and I appreciate rideshare for that, because I found a steel supply place so I can do my weld work that I need to get done around this place. I got welding to do. I got shit to build around here that I need actual steel for. Big ass 4-inch steel fucking pipes. I got a concrete mixer in the garage. I mix my own fucking concrete. I make my own pads. A lot of shit I got to build around this house. So when I pick up some people, I'm like, thank you so much, rideshare. Because if not for rideshare, I would never found this fucking place. I hate fucking rideshare, but I love fucking rideshare at the same time. It's the most seesaw ass fucking gig work you ever gonna have. But you got motherfuckers that walk into their job every day. I hate being here. I wish I just stayed in bed. I'm thinking about quitting. I'm looking for a second job. I'm looking for a new job. So they feel the same way about W-2s that we feel about rideshare. But we give ourselves raises every day. We give ourselves a new raise every week. I'm from St. Louis, originally River Ranch. St. Louis is where I was born. Memphis raised, back to St. Louis, college in Iowa. And here I am. Hey, Frank, you know it, brother. You had to recalibrate, man, because it's about them profits, man. It's recalibrating. And once we do that, like I said, whenever I see rides going to Tucson, Casa Grande, Maricopa, the first thing I do is kick it out because I know Frank is up here. Frank doesn't live in Phoenix. Frank comes to Phoenix to help us with all of our logistics up here. He drives up every day and he helps us with the airport because y'all know I don't fuck with airport. Frank fucks with airport, so it helps. Frank comes up and helps us with logistics. So if you come to town, you gonna have a fucking ride. Even though people like me don't like that shit, Frank comes up and helps us. Frank will do downtown. Fucking Juan Vargas. Juan, he does a lot of the concert traffic in his Tesla. He'll do downtown concerts. We have so many different types of drivers here. We appreciate the help with the logistics. Me, I like short hops. I like picking up people from work, taking people home. I like short shit. Because it's like, dude, this is easy. I get $5 tips, $1 fucking tips. I messaged Uber about that shit today, them fucking $1 tips. I have a flag from St. Louis, World's Fair 1904. Yup. And that's what I do. I love the short trip. So when I see people like Frank in our market, I'm like, thank you, because you helping us with the logistics here. He does all the Tucson rides back and forth. He does all the Maricopa. He'll do, sometimes he'll go to Fountain Hills and shit. He does all the shit that most of us won't do. So we don't leave nobody fucking hanging. We got everybody here that's happy with the money we're making doing the type of rides we do because we've discussed the numbers. We know the type of cars we got, the type of miles per gallon we get, and what we're looking for. All of us know. So I know what Frank's looking for. When I see Tucson pop up, I kick it. Merrick Grand, when I see anything going far south coming, I kick it quickly. Because I know if I kick it quick enough, Frank might get a chance to pick it up if he's not already on the fucking ride. It's going to find him somewhere because he's up here. And it's going to go to Trip Radar. It's going to go to his fucking phone. And that gets him moving. That gets him going places and stuff like that. It says, when I get to, I'm in Louisiana, I know I can make money, but Uber sending cheap rides. I know, beautiful Blossom. Hey, the other night during the Beyonce concert, I made $100. $100. Because it was nothing but bullshit rides out. So I turned my app off. I came home and went to sleep. I'd rather not. And everybody's like, man, but you can make so much money at the Beyonce concert, but you can deal with so much bullshit that affects your energy too. My energy is more important because I know I can make the money one day. I got all year. I'm not in the fucking rush, but don't fuck with my energy. That's what you can't do. When you get on my fucking bad side, you start pissing me off with the bullshit. I'm like, you know what? The money's not even worth it. All money ain't good money. So I just take my ass home. I came home, parked the car, full tank of gas and every fucking thing. Didn't take no rides, none. I even had one on, y'all see on the video, I had one on the screen and everything, but the shit was just too fucking chaotic. Too chaotic. And I said, tonight's my night off. Chaotic nights are my night off. I like cruising. I like that shit. Like my music, like the vibe, like people getting in. I like that shit. Here's Flex said, this is a real dude right here. Thanks for the help via email, Jeff. I didn't know you were answering, but yeah, you did. Thanks, bro. Hey, Flex, I told, man, I don't go on my Gmail every day, man. I don't do it every day. But when I do go in it, I hurry up. I go through every single email. I take time out for shit like that, man. Because if this is what we gonna do for real, if we really gonna help out motherfuckers, I don't need to be sitting playing no fucking video games and no shit like that. You might need my help because you might be stuck at a position right now and my email might hit you at the exact point you need that shit and you just save yourself $15, $20, $30. And that's what it's about, man. So if I don't get to you quick enough, it's not that I'm avoiding you. I just haven't opened the email yet, but I'm glad I hit you up and sent you what you were asking. And like I said, do it, brother, do it. Because I want you to be like, I've actually made an extra $125 a week. An extra $125 a week is $250 every 2 weeks. It's $500 a month. You make extra $500 a month by not losing those opportunities. You can make an extra $500 a month. That's $6,000 per year you just gave yourself a raise on. You didn't have to go ask no motherfucker for no 25-cent raise. Can I get a $1 raise? Can I get a 50-cent raise? Nope. You went and you did. You're going to do exactly what you think you should do. And you're going to get yourself an extra $500 a month, hopefully. Extra $6,000 a fucking year. And you're going to sit up there and be like, man, I could have, that extra $6,000 came in fucking handy. I haven't been struggling with my car insurance lately. I've been not losing the money that I knew that was mine. I've not been losing that money. Say it like it is. Another voice in Arizona. Are you in AZ, brother? Don't tell me you in AZ too. We all in AZ. That's what's up. That's what's up. And that's why I try to get to my emails real quick, man. You know, because I know sometimes I'll go through my Yahoo mail and I'll clean all that shit out real quick. Then I go over to Gmail and I'll start returning all the shit I can do right there. Yeah, exactly. Driving to wealth. That's it, man. Jeff saves me money on car repairs. I do all the repairs myself now because you can't be scared of it, brother. You cannot be scared. And I'm glad you taking the chance to do it yourself. A lot of people look at a car as too covered up. It's too many nuts, too many bolts. It's too much shit. Are you in Gilbert? Are you right down the street? And that's the thing, man. You got to look at this car and go, there has to be a way to get it all off because somebody put it all on. And you just take that fucking chance. You go, you know what? I'm going to lift the hood up. I'm going to take these covers off. Oh, shit, there's 2 bolts right here. Take those 2 bolts off. Oh, shit, I can take this cover off. Oh, that's the part I need. I mean, it becomes like a puzzle. And after a while, you start saying, I'm going to resolve this puzzle myself. It might take me 2 hours. But if you take it to a shop and they charge you $1,000 to do that shit, and then it took you 2 hours to do it, you just paid yourself $500 an hour. What up, Jesse? I'll be out, brother. And that's what it is. What's up, Tim? You just paid yourself $500 an hour by doing it yourself. If you're worth $500 an hour and you know you're worth $500 an hour, do it yourself. Because in these streets, we're not making $500 an hour. Excuse me, it might take me 2 days to make $500. So if I'm out driving for 2 days to make $500, that's 2 days of my life gone just to make $500. I got to drive 4 days to make that $1,000. In that 4 days I made that $1,000, I go give it to a shop to do 2 hours worth of fucking work. To me, that's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. What up, Red? YouTube University in the house. So I'd rather take that $1,000 and say, I'm going to reinvest this into my house. I'm not going to take it to a shop. I'm going to give it my best shot at fixing this shit myself. I'm not taking it to a shop because that's a whole week's worth of work that you just gave away. And they only did the shit in 2 hours. They're like, yep, it's done. You can come pick your car up now. And you're like, fuck, that was 2 hours, man. It's going to take me a week. It's going to take a week. So that's why I always implore people, don't sit up there, oh, thanks. I got to do my podcast shirts. I tell people all the time, go and look at these YouTube channels, search for the repair you need done on your car. Because the first thing you're going to find out is how easy it is and how you can go buy the tools for it. The tools and the part alone are going to be cheaper than the whole fucking repair. And you're going to be like, holy shit, I just went and bought a tool kit for $40. I bought the part for $62. So I've spent $100. And I just did the repair myself on Saturday. I just replaced my whole alternator on Saturday. I don't got to go pay $700. Most of the time, all you need is a socket. You need a socket set and a set of wrenches. That's it. And maybe a couple of big screwdrivers. That's it. To pry shit apart. That's right, Gig-wise Tim. Hey, YouTube University is the best. That's my man Tim in St. Louis. And I tell people, if you don't take out the time to invest into yourself, you invest. Said Jeff, I'm not fixing my own car. You know how much these nails cost? Oh, I get it. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story about that one day. I used to date this girl. I used to have her in the garage painting like a motherfucker. She had long ass nails. She'd been there painting motorcycle parts and shit long time ago. But when you invest into yourself, it's actually you're paying yourself because you're not giving that money to somebody else. All that opportunity and all that money you keep in yourself, you're technically paying yourself for that. So when I do my own spark plugs, I'm paying myself. I do my own radiator, I'm paying myself. Whenever I do something myself, I pay myself. And a lot of people like to say, well, I got the money to have it paid for, so I just go pay somebody else. You're giving away profits that you can use to pay yourself with. YouTube has everything you ever want to know how to fix. You can replace a whole engine on YouTube. And that's how I am, man. Yeah, another option for those that refuse to learn is mobile mechanics. You can find on Craigslist. That's right, Tim. Mobile mechanics, man. Because like I said, I got tons of pictures of me showing up at Home Depot, fixing 18-wheelers at Home Depot. And people will call me up, hey, man, my buddy Jeff, he's a mechanic. He's living over in Crestwood right now. He's over in Crestwood, Missouri. He'll come up to Home Depot and fix that shit. I'm going to run off a page in 270. I'll shoot up off a page in 270. It's a big-ass 18-wheeler sitting right there, fucking hood up. I'll pull up. We look everything over. I say, well, I'll start taking shit apart. You can go pick up the part. And that's what we used to do. Motherfuckers be like, Jeff, my car is stuck at the fucking, West County Mall. I think the alternator went out. I show up, I do all my diagnostics, I jump start the fucking car, the car runs fine with the jumper cables connected up. As soon as you take the cables off, the cars fucking die. Battery's dead, alternator's dead, shit's not recharging. Okay, let's replace the alternator. Replace the alternator, car runs fucking fine. Sometimes the battery don't hold a charge, so it might have a dead cell in it, but you can test that right there on the spot. If the car is running with the alternator on, the battery should be charging. Turn the car off, turn it back over, it's a dead cell in the battery. Alternator could be fine. Yeah. Oh, y'all heard about that, man. Crestwood Plaza, they tore, I don't know what they're going to make over there. Residential shit or something? I don't know. And it's funny because I used to live right on the backside of Crestwood Plaza. I used to live right on the backside of Crestwood Plaza in that little neighborhood. Because you cruise around and you go down the hill and you pass a little school that sits at the bottom of the hill. And there's a school right at the base of the hill. And as you start going back up the hill, you get to that light right by the fire station and you make that right turn. I used to live right back in that neighborhood right there. So Crestwood Mall was like right behind us. But yeah, man, like I said, a lot of people don't understand, man. We got to do all of our own repairs in rideshare. And I put that shit on my channel to show people how easy it is. And I walk through it in real time. And like one time I do the brakes, I'll kind of chop up the video as I'm doing one side. But the next side, I actually did the brakes itself. It took me like 16 minutes. Like the whole process took me like 16 minutes to do one side of my brakes. So if it takes me 16 minutes to do one side, it's about 30 minutes for a brake job, about 30 minutes. And I'm like, if you can do it in 30 minutes, that means you can start it in the morning when you eat your breakfast. You don't have to drop your car off at the shop all day, lose all that money, all that opportunity you lose. Just buy the brakes the night before, jack the car up, knock that shit out first thing in the morning, test it, drive around the neighborhood, test, make sure everything's good, no squeaking, the shims are not touching the fucking rotors, shit, make sure everything's cool. Now go out and drive. And that's how you do fucking car repairs to save yourself a ton of money. All that money you just saved yourself, you like, now the money I make today, I keep it all. And that's how we elevate us as drivers. We're very skilled people. We just think all we do is drive. And a lot of people think all we do is drive. We're very skilled people. We do a lot of shit out here. This is, Jeff, if I need brakes, do I need rollers? No, you don't need rollers, absolutely. Because I would say you only need rollers once you get down to metal to metal. Once you hit metal to metal, you grind up the rotor a little bit. And so when you put a new pad, if you just pad slap it, one side of the pads are going to wear down faster than the other side because one rotor is good, one rotor is bad. So you're going to have a set of pads wearing down a whole lot faster than the other because of that rotor. And a lot of people say, well, what if your rotors are warped? You could tell if your rotors are warped if you hit the brakes and your car shakes. If you hit the brakes and your car don't shake, your rotors probably aren't warped. Because a warped rotor is going to do this with the pad trying to connect, and it's going to do this in the pad, and you're going to get a lot of wobble. So don't let motherfuckers try to sell you on some bullshit. I'm like, you need new rotors. Be like, well, when I hit brakes, my car doesn't shake. But you need new rotors. These motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about. The symptoms of new rotors or bad rotors are clear. They're not smooth. If they all chunked up and shit, that means the rotor's fucked up. They could be way too thin. That means they've been on the car too long. You went through too many sets of fucking pads. Or you get shimmy when you're hitting brakes. If it's like this, you can feel the steering wheel or anything shimmying. That means you need new brakes. All right, Red, get out there, lady. Get out there. Go out there, make that money. What time is it? 6:07. It's probably 9 o'clock. Where you at? She's like, I don't drive nights. I'm out. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You don't necessarily need rotors. There's a symptom. At some point, you're going to need rotors, but it's usually later more than newer. Once you get into a car that's like 200,000 miles and shit like that, if you've done your brake repairs, your brake swaps in time, then you probably won't need rotors. But if you're sitting there, says, all right, cool, ladies, is doing some laundry. Yeah, they tell people to spend some money. And I'm like, if you don't have any shimmying from your car and your rotors don't seem fucked up and you haven't went metal to metal and ground something down, your rotors are most likely okay. But people don't make money on telling you shit's okay. They make money on telling you shit's fucked up. That's where the money comes in. Because it scares people. They go, oh man, shit's fucked up. And next thing you know, all right, just throw the rotors on there too. So I got to take off the calipers. Once they take the calipers off and the brake bracket and all that shit, you run the risk of fucking stripping out a bolt, breaking a bolt, fucking stuff up. You always, the more shit you take off, the more trouble you get into. Because you can strip out a bolt, strip out a sleeve, then you got to put an insert in there. It's so much shit. So I tell people, don't fix shit if it ain't broken. Because once you start just arbitrarily moving shit around and touching shit, you run the risk of breaking something that was not, you break a sensor. Oh shit, now I broke the fucking sensor. Why'd you even take that off? Well, I didn't know. Now you got to go buy a new sensor because you broke the sensor. You never had to touch the sensor. The more shit you take off, the more shit you're going to end up breaking. And so always, that's why I tell people, swap. And if you look at your master cylinder that's inside of your hood, the master cylinder has a line on it. It says max and it says minimum. When you have full brake pads on your whole car, that line, your brake fluid should say max. And that means you got all fucking, but as the brake fluid, as your pads start wearing down, the pistons in your calipers start coming out further and further and further. As the pistons in your calipers start coming out further and further, the fluid has to fill that empty spot. So as the fluid is filling that empty spot behind your calipers, going behind the pistons or whatever, your brake fluid in your master cylinder is going lower and lower and lower and lower. So by the time you hit minimum, it's probably too late to change your fucking pads. A lot of people go, well, it was that I saw my brake fluid at minimum, so I added more brake fluid. Don't do that. If your brake fluid says minimum, that means one of your pistons are fully extended. You damn near metal to metal somewhere, probably on one side, both sides, who knows, all four fucking sides, who knows? But if you look in your engine and you see that master cylinder brake line and it says max, that means you got full fucking pads all the way around if they did it right. As it starts wearing down, that's how I check my brakes. People say, well, I want to take the wheel off and look at the brake. No, just look at your master cylinder. Just pop the hood open. It's a big ass master cylinder, white, sitting right there. See where the line is. If my line is halfway between minimum and maximum, I know somewhere I'm like 50% off. So I go, well, I'm about 50% off. So I'll go around and I'll like just put my finger behind the caliper to make sure like everything's like where it should be. Everybody's 50% off. Because if one person is like all the way down to nothing, but everybody else is 75%, that's why my level went down. So I just put my finger and check everything like, I'm good. I'm at 50%, I'm good. But use that line on that master cylinder to tell you whether or not you should be putting in. Don't do it while your brakes are hot. Don't do it as soon as you fucking stop. Do it before you leave. Because if you try to do it after you finish driving, those rotors are fucking hot. They're hot like a skillet. And if you put your finger back there, you're going to burn the shit out your hand. So I tell people, always check your brakes before you leave the house. It's like, don't check your brakes when you get home. Check your brakes before you fucking leave. They be like, well, I'm going to touch it right now. Motherfucker, you just drove like 80 miles. Your brakes is like hot as a fucking skillet right now. It's like, nope. I do that shit in the morning. Pop the hood, look at the reservoir. The reservoir is good. Shut the hood, drive. And never fill brake fluid. I tell people, if your brake fluid is low, do not fill it. If your brake fluid is low, that means one of your pads are low. Something is low on your car. Because your brake fluid should always be at full and it goes down as your brakes wear yourself down. Exactly. Elon said, I never knew that. Learns. That's why you got the min max on your master cylinder. Because it tells you when you put all new pads on, that shit will be right at the fucking max level. If you put all new pads on and your fluid is not at max, if it's like still at the halfway point and you just put all new pads on, then you have to top it off. Then you got to put a little in to let yourself know, okay, now I'm at max. I just kind of filled it up a little bit. Because maybe you got a leak somewhere, you had a leak or something came out at some point, who knows? What's up, Melbourne? But that's what I do. I sit up there and I'm like, I'm going to look at everything to make sure my car, because we drive these motherfuckers a lot. So you got to keep it on the up and up. Always look at levels. Always look at lines of everything. I make sure windshield washer fluid, I top that shit off all the time. I buy 2 at a time, throw that shit in the garage. Because windshield washer fluid is, like I said, you can be driving behind somebody, they hit a pile of fucking mud right on your windshield. If you have no windshield washer fluid, you're about to smear your whole window back and forth. And now you got a smudgy ass windshield and you're driving. Like, that's fucking up your vision. So my windshield washer fluid is one of the first things I check all the time. I'm never low on fluid, because that's my line of sight. If I can't see shit, I'm gonna rear somebody. I'm gonna fuck something up. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Just break yourself, fool. Exactly, Tony. But yeah, with car repairs, man, like I said, we're a very skilled group of people. And a lot of people think we don't know shit because we don't clock in every day at a W-2. And I'm like, the correlation ain't there. We don't work at a W-2, therefore we're low skilled people. That correlation never occurred to me. And I'm thinking of it more like, you don't work at a W-2, you're a very risky fucking person. You take risk. And where there's risk, there's usually reward involved. So if you're not at a W-2, you running your own shit, you doing your own company, you got your own business, more than likely, you got some shit under control. You're going to reward a lot more than what somebody at a W-2 might be rewarded. And I'm just one of those people. I just believe in the risk and reward calculation. I don't believe in a calculation of, unless you have a job, you are not a valuable person in society. A lot of valuable people don't have jobs in this world. A lot of them own their own companies. A lot of them are contractors, subcontractors. Some of them are like homemakers that raised fucking kids so the kids don't end up on the fucking streets. I mean, you got stay-at-home moms who got some of the most important jobs in this fucking world. Stay-at-home dads who got some of the most important jobs in this world. It's keeping these kids from killing the people across the street. I'm like, you got to fucking raise these kids right. You keeping these kids from going inside of fucking Louis Vuitton, selling all the shit out of there. Keeping these kids from going to Walgreens, selling all the shit out of Walgreens. A stay-at-home parent got a very important fucking job. So when you looking around society right now, all the shit we seeing going on is a lack of stay-at-home parents. It's parents that be in fucking clubs, parents that be on fucking Instagram, parents that be on Facebook, parents that be out doing selfies all fucking day. Where are the parents at? All you gotta do is say, look at all the kids in society. These motherfuckers they don't exist. The parents just don't exist. And the moment bad shit happens, you got fucking mayors getting up on TV. These kids aren't bad. They just, they're just having a troubled period of time. No, these kids are fucking bad. Stop trying to gaslight motherfuckers. These is bad kids. There is a such thing as a bad kid. And once we got to a point in society where we felt out of place of calling a kid a bad kid, that's when we started fucking up. Everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a participation trophy. No, some of these motherfuckers are bad kids. Just how shit's always been. I was a bad kid. Motherfuckers will tell you right off, man, I was not a good kid. I got kicked out of the Memphis City School District. The Memphis City School District is an entire district of schools in Memphis. I could not attend a single school in that district. That will tell you something was fucking wrong with me. How did I end up from Memphis moving to St. Louis, Missouri, as a 10th grader because something was fucking wrong with me. I thought I was gonna have to repeat this fucking 10th grade. I didn't even go to school half the fucking 10th grade. I went to school about half the year in my 10th grade at Fraser High School. I went to school about half the fucking year. Somehow, when I got to Kirkwood High, they put me in the 11th grade. I became a fucking honor roll student overnight, became an accountant, went to college, got an accounting degree, moved to Vegas, became a fucking executive on a Las Vegas Strip. I got kicked out of the Memphis City fucking school district. We were fucking bad kids. You can't fucking tell me you guys were good kids. No, we were bad. We were fucking up. And until you stop these motherfuckers from being bad and say, we finna put an end to this bad shit. We finna stop y'all from fucking up. We giving y'all ass consequences. That's when you change it. I am a product of the change, not a project of them motherfuckers saying, just let Jeff, he's really a good kid. Let him keep doing his thing. He'll change. No, motherfucker, sometimes you gotta chop that shit off. End it today. That's it. You ain't gonna see your friends no more. You ain't gonna see your sisters, your brothers, your mom. You ain't seeing nobody. You out of here. Either you're gonna go to jail, or you're gonna go to a boot camp, or you need to get the fuck out of the state of Tennessee. Make a choice. Well, I guess I'll go back to Missouri. It's like, that's what it is. That's what you can ask motherfuckers in my family. That's what it really is. Man, I'm not preaching, man. It's real shit, man. And we stopped calling kids bad because we wanted to let these motherfuckers know y'all good. No, y'all not all good. You motherfuckers are bad. You got to change some shit. If we got to shut shit down and make shit better for you, we're the parents. We know what's good because we know what out there you guys can get into. And if y'all gonna go out there and take your risk, like my mom used to say, don't bring that shit into my house. My mom tell me that shit all the time. Man, we could be running, fighting, trying to run from some kids, doing that. Our mom will walk out the motherfucker front door. Don't bring that shit to my house. Whatever kids was chasing us or fighting us, stopped at the corner. Skirt. Because even those kids respected parents of the person they was fighting. They fighting me. So my mom walked out the house. It wasn't the shit you see nowadays where parents is like, go out there and fight them, beat them up, do this and do that. Yeah, let's videotape this shit. Let's go on TikTok. It wasn't like that. Back in the day, our parents walked out the house, stop the shit before I call your mom. And it was over. The fight was over. We didn't fight at school the next day. It wasn't no gunshots. It wasn't nobody jumping nobody. The shit was done. Once a parent got involved, the shit was done. Because we had that type of lifestyle growing up. Nowadays, the reason why shit's going sideways, because we're allowing these kids to run shit. We're allowing them to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. And honestly, I think it's because we need the prison industrial system to have a new fucking, because like I said, all the motherfuckers in there now are old. We got a lot of old motherfuckers in prison. They're not going to be useful that much. Once you start getting old and dilapidated and you're moving slow, your back hurt, your knees and shit hurt, you're not a very valuable prisoner no more. Now you're dead weight. You're dead weight as a prisoner in the prison system. You're too fucking old. We gave you 30 fucking years and you've been here for 30 years. Your ass is 60. We need some new blood in the prison system. So what do? We help motherfuckers get there. We stop calling people bad. We start allowing people to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. When we need new fucking prisoners, we start looking at tape, investigating fucking tape. Oh yeah, well these people broke into the Louis Vuitton store 2 years ago. Oh well, we've been investigating you for 2 fucking years. Damn, it took that long for y'all to catch me? No, it didn't take them that long for them to catch you. They could have caught your ass the day you did it. But they need new prisoners now. They had a whole bunch of motherfuckers die. They can't keep putting people in prison because the prisons get way too full. Prisons get full way too fast with all these bad motherfucking kids. So you say, let's stop taking in prisons for a while. Let's figure out how to get rid of the old motherfuckers we got. Let some of these motherfuckers die off. Once they die off, we open up new bedrooms for these new motherfuckers that we gonna investigate and get. Let these motherfuckers do whatever they want to do. Because we got them all on tape. We got them all on tape. They can't outdo it. Statute of limitations, they can't outdo it. So when we finally killed off all these people in prison, these motherfuckers is all gone, we start running some investigations. Now we can go pick up another 4,000 or 5,000 motherfuckers now. We can fill these beds now. And that's how they keep the prison system fucking full of fresh blood, fresh bodies that can do the work that's necessary to be done for corporate America. Because you think these motherfuckers out here stealing from Louis Vuitton gonna ever work for corporate America in a sense of getting a W-2 job? You really think these motherfuckers stealing Louis Vuitton bags is gonna walk up into Nordstrom's and be a director of marketing or go down to fucking, CVS and be an a receivable fucking clerk. No, they gonna work for these corporations one day. Hell yeah, they gonna work for these corporations, but through the prison complex. That's how they gonna get the fucking jobs. They got all the employees right there, stealing right now. The companies your motherfuckers are stealing from are the ones y'all gonna be working for, but from in prison. That's the difference. You ain't gonna be getting $40 an hour. You're gonna be getting $1.40 a fucking hour. That's how shit's gonna work out. But parents don't even see that shit. These parents is like, yeah, y'all shouldn't be doing these kids like that. Y'all shouldn't be doing that. Okay. You ain't gonna have no grandkids, or you might be a grandparent raising your fucking grandkids because the dad and the moms is in jail selling Louis Vuitton shit 2 years ago. Just like with the PPP loans and all that shit. How long did it take for them to catch these motherfuckers? Exactly, making license plates. Bruh, hey, driving the wealth, I tell you, it's even worse than that. Look at the movie 13th. These motherfuckers, people in prison make shit like this. People in prison make these bottles. They run machines that make these caps. They make shit like this for the mic booms and shit. People in prison make ink pens like this. We don't go over to India and China and all that shit for a lot of this labor like people think we do. Oh, people in India still in their jobs. No, they not. People in China still in their jobs. No, they not. Koreans still not. No, they not. Motherfucker, have you been to prison lately? Motherfucker, prison is like Amazon. These motherfuckers is making everything in prison. They make fucking phone cases. You go to prison, they packaging up phone cases and shit. They making a bunch. Prison is a big business. It's a big, you need able-bodied motherfuckers willing to work for $1.40 an hour so they can get out on early release. If you work for us for 4 years at $1.40 an hour, and if it's 2,000 normal work hours in a year, you think they letting these motherfuckers sit in day beds all day, 8 hours a day in prison? They ain't sitting in day beds all fucking day. These motherfuckers got jobs in prison. 2,080 hours in a year is a normal work year. If you're getting paid $1, you're making $2,080 every year you're in prison. They're paying you $2,080 for every year you're in prison. We're trying to make $100,000 a year. These motherfuckers in prison making $2,080 a year. That's where all these people are ending up. So of course, corporate America is going to be like, you know what? Why would we hire somebody like fucking Jeff? Why would we hire somebody like, Driving the Wealth, Invisible Ranch? Why are we hiring these motherfuckers like Zick? Why are we having these people work for us where it's costing us so much to have these? Because they got families and mortgages and rent and shit like that. We housing these motherfuckers in prison. We got them. They don't have apartments. We are their fucking apartment. So you, CVS, you, the government, you, Toyota Parts, or whoever the fuck you are, pay the prison system X amount of dollars a year in revenue. We will do all of this work you need done. The contract you just gave us will get completed by the manpower we got in our we got all these motherfuckers in prison and they all want to get out early. So they ain't gonna sit in their fucking day beds for 8 hours a fucking day. They're gonna be on that fucking floor, putting phone cases in packages. They're gonna be putting wooden dowels in packages. They're gonna be putting plastic fucking turny fucking things in packages for 8 hours a day for the next 6 fucking years. So when they get out, they got $12,000 in their fucking pocket because we paid them $2,000 a year. And they'll probably be back in another 3 fucking years. That 12 grand gonna be gone in a few months. They're gonna smoke that shit up. They're gonna go out, fucking hit the crack pipe 2 times, smoke a motherfucking blunt. They'll be back in about a year. And that's why I think all of these people that's doing all of this shit out here, they're allowing it to happen because they're filling the prison system with the kids that are doing this shit. And we're okay with it. Tell me right now, who's not okay with all these motherfuckers going to prison? I'm okay with it. Because if I'm thinking, if we have all these motherfuckers in prison that's out robbing Louis Vuittons, CVS's, Walgreens, Walmarts, guess what? We put them all in prison. They're not doing it no more. Everybody's okay with it. They're letting y'all see this shit happen to let y'all know it's okay to put these motherfuckers in prison. It's okay to pull them out of society. And when they're out of society, guess what? They're going to be working for corporate America. Profits are going to be made. But all these motherfuckers ruining the companies are about to turn around and be making these companies millions and billions in fucking profits. Yeah, you stole a couple of Louis Vuitton purses. You came up. You stole some motherfucking Nikes. You came up. But you about to fucking work for these motherfuckers for 7 years. You know how much profit you going to make for that in 7 years? You could have bought 100 of them motherfucking purses with 1 year. But yet you went and you stole 2, 3 fucking purses, thought you came up, stole some Nikes, thought you came up. And now you in the prison system now. That's what the fuck is going. Yeah, they used to crush rocks for the railroads when the railroad industry was real big and we needed crushed rock to put on all the train tracks. That's why you hear them songs. I've been working on the rail. That shit. That's a prison song. That keep those motherfuckers going. I've been working on the rail. Yeah, exactly. He says, I think you need a new. Oh, I got a new mic coming in, Flex. I got a new mic coming in. I don't know what happened to this one because usually my mic is like perfect, but I moved a lot of shit around and I have no idea what happened in this mic over the last fucking couple of days, man. I have no idea. But like I said, next podcast, hopefully by early September, my new mic, all my new setups coming in. But usually this mic sounds good. Like I said, I moved some shit around. I don't know what the fuck happened. Earlier, nobody could even hear the fucking mic. Now it's like my green bar is not even as high as it should be like it normally is. But whatever, I'm over the shit already. I'm over it. Can't wait till my new shit come in. But yeah, and that's why I say, man, with the way shit is, we as drivers are doing something for the community out there that the community don't even fucking value. We could be running around hustling, trying to steal shit out of Louis Vuitton and places like that. No, not new headphones. I'm getting a whole new setup, new microphone, new boom, new fucking sound box. All my shit's gonna be different. Because I'm trying to do something different, man, with these podcasts. I'm trying to make them to where they're clear enough, they're clarity enough to where people can be out driving, having a good fucking day. And we don't have to worry about the sound. We don't have to worry about much with it. It'll sound good enough to where it can be played, you know, on a nicer sound system and shit like that. Because the worst thing a podcast can do is have a real fucked up setup. That's the worst thing they can do. So I put money up, you know, the other day, and I said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a whole new setup. Because I've been looking at YouTube, watching people set up, seeing how people are doing things, looking at a bunch of analysis videos and shit like that. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just buy me a new setup. Because this one was my beginner setup. This is the first thing I did to see how this shit could go. So this is what I bought as an intro. I bought mine on eBay. So this was my intro setup right here, my intro setup. So we're going to see exactly how well this shit goes with my next setup. Because like I said, it's levels to this, man. That's why I wear this motherfucking shirt. There's levels to this, baby. There's levels to it. You can come in at one setup, but you can't stay at that setup. You've got to increase and you got to level up. You've got to make investments into something. If you want to race, you got to make investments into fucking getting your engine tuned, into new tires, into new shocks, into calibrating your struts and everything. You got to invest in this shit. If I'm really going to do podcasts and stuff, I've got to invest in setups. This shit's professional. This is professional with 2 fucking V's in it. When I ordered this motherfucker, I told people this is professional and I showed the fucking box. This motherfucker's got 2 V's. It's professional. With 2 fucking V's. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Gig-wise, you right, Tim. You right. This is I'm changing my mind as well. I started with paying for the StreamYard Pro. Yeah. You got to do that, man. You got to do that. Oh, man. Uber Prime. Yep. That you got to keep that shit. Hey, I'm trying to keep them subs up. I'm going to keep them subs up, Ranch. Yeah, driving the world. Yeah, because I had to do my own stuff. I did one of my last videos. You'll see on my video because like I spoke earlier, I'll speak on it again just because I think it's something that need to be said, which motherfuckers like, you know, they don't get it. A lot of people don't get it. But YouTube is a business. And I told people that YouTube is a business. It's free for a lot of us because it's an app we just download to our phone. But somehow that app has a whole corporation that's worldwide that's supporting it. There's business happening to make that app free for us. All we have to make is content. So this app says, I'm going to distribute this content all over the world for you, Jeff. Somebody somewhere out of 7 billion fucking people. Vinny deleted me because I said I was number 2. Because there's 7 billion people in this planet, Jeff, and somebody's going to watch. Somebody's going to watch your fucking content. Out of 7 billion fucking people, somebody's going to watch it. You keep making content. We'll keep distributing it. That's why I got to level up and buy new equipment and everything. Because if YouTube's going to support me, I need to support YouTube's platform. Now with the rideshare garage, honest, like I said, y'all motherfuckers know me. I keep it real. I ain't got no reason to fuck with y'all. They're not ready to level up yet. And I say that in the real sense, not even in the equipment sense. A lot of them have the right equipment. It's like having a really nice fucking race car, but not knowing how to drive the motherfucker. And I think that's what with the rideshare garage is like. A lot of people they got nice equipment, but they don't know how to do a podcast. They don't know how to set it up. They don't understand what the energy of a podcast. They don't understand what all this content creation really is. And it's not a knock to them, but like I said, there's levels to this shit, levels to this. And the rideshare garage been at the same level since we first started. They're not advancing. And it's not because they're not buying the right equipment. It's because they're not taking the right mentorship. And a lot of it, honestly, hey, Eddie called it. A lot of it's ego. He said, I had an ego. Everybody has an ego. This is what, if you look up the word ego, it's called self-esteem. Everybody has self-esteem. There's nobody that I fuck with that don't have self-esteem. I guarantee that. I have no low self-esteem motherfuckers around me. None. Zero. Because if you got low self-esteem, I'm going to talk you up to make you feel better about yourself. Now, everybody has an ego, but when you have an inflated ego to the point where motherfuckers can't tell you something, you're in dangerous territory. Because I've been getting advised on how to properly do podcasts, how to properly present myself, how to properly get the right fucking equipment, how to worry about the sound, the video. I've been talking about that with people who actually do this shit. And I tell people all the time, if you're going to advance in anything in life, you have to make the steps necessary to advance. If you're okay with where you at, cool. You okay with where you at. Nobody can tell you to move the fuck up. Nobody can tell you to move the fuck up. You have to be willing to move the fuck up. I was willing to move the fuck up. A lot of them weren't. And it's cool. Like I said, it's levels to it. A lot of people don't want to get rid of a commuter car and buy a race car. Some people don't want to get rid of a Ninja 250 and buy a Gixxer 1000. You move up when you're ready to fucking move up to the next fucking level. I've had a 600, a 900, a 1000, a 1800cc motorcycle. I've moved up. But when I first started, I started with a Ninja 250. Everybody knows the Ninja 250. I had the Ninja 250 in 1998, but I couldn't ride the Ninja 250 forever. So I went and got a Honda F2. That was the 600cc. Got a Honda F2. Rode the F2 for a couple of years to understand horsepower and how to turn that motherfucker. Went to a 900RR for 7 years. Went about a 1000RR for till last year. Now I got an 1800cc that I bought in 2015. Oh yeah, I ride. Invisible Rents. If you look at my playlist, you can see my motorcycle playlist. You can see the bikes I got. I got those in my playlist. But you've gotta learn. Like I said, there's levels to this. YouTube gives us a platform to create something. I could fucking take a picture of fucking palm trees blowing so motherfuckers in prison can get YouTube and just watch palm trees blowing in prison. Like, man, I would love to be there. I would love to be there. This shit looks good. Man, look at this shit. These palm trees is blowing, dog. On YouTube, I'm watching these palm trees blowing. Now you got every motherfucking cell in goddamn, the rest of the mic was starting to fade. Exactly. And it's like, you see people out there looking at random fucking content that YouTube gives us a platform. YouTube wants to take business from Netflix, TikTok, all these fucking people. That's who they want to get business from. So they get people like me. Oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. My thing just fucking broke. Oh hell. I got these things up there clipped in and it fucking broke like a motherfucker. That shit scared the shit out of me, man. I thought the dogs came in. And I think one of them dogs was back there any fucking ways. That's what he pulled my shit down. Little raggedy motherfucker. Hold up. This dog's killing me. Woo. Come on, doggy. Let's go. Oh. Woo, shit. That scared the fuck out of me, man. Oh, here it is. Yeesh. I just put that over there. Fuck that shit. I'll leave that shit right there. Fuck that. I'm gonna leave that shit right there. Oh, yo. Yeah, I got that thing up in there with some plastic clips. The dog hangs out in this room all the fucking time, and he was laying over there, man. Exactly. I totally forgot he was back over there hanging the fuck out, laying over there, and he probably laid on that fucking cord and he bent the thing down so it fell out. I'll deal with that shit later. But no. So, and that's why, like I said, with this shit, I thought it was time to move in a different way. I wanted to do something a little different. And if I stayed where they in the path of that they were walking, that was using up my content time. I mean, I could be doing my edits that night. I got really, really long videos that I do because my videos are created for podcasts and they do short videos, which is not a problem. I mean, I've done 1,000,000 short videos. I got a ton of short videos, and all my short videos are evergreen content, which means you can look at any of my short videos, learn something from it. Guaranteed you're going to learn something from it. Whether it's a car repair video or it's a rideshare video, you're going to learn something from it. They're short videos. But for the market that I'm dealing with, a lot of people don't want to be clicking and switching fucking channels all the time. They don't want to be driving in their car for 3 hours, but they got to keep switching videos every 5 fucking minutes. They just want a video that just plays. And so if I'm sitting there making content where people can just listen to it as they drive and enjoy it, kind of like it's a radio station or something like that, they can pause it, whatever they want to do, then that's cool. That's cool. That's the kind of content I want to get into. That's not the kind of content they want to get into. They want to stay in short content. I don't mind that. Every content creator has their own path. We got our own channels. We got our own path. Now, in order for me to say I need to start doing things according to how they do it, I'm not under an umbrella. I'm an independent contractor. I can get with any panel out there, or I could just run my own channel. I could do all channel, no panel. I could do whatever I want to do. Because YouTube said, we're going to give you a platform called your channel. Yeah, it says, yeah, but we're all the same thing. We're all ourselves. Yeah, exactly. And YouTube says, I'm going to give you a channel and you do with it what you want. YouTube recommends my content based on how I do and everything. So when I sit up there and I'm putting my content out, I don't want to be censored with what I say, how I present myself, what I do, and I don't want to infringe on anybody else. And that's another thing that a lot of times, like Flex said, yeah, listen to Driving Right Now. And that's another thing, like when you see content creators linking up too much, like you look at Hannibal and Pedro. Hannibal and Pedro linked up. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that we as content creators, we all study each other's shit. I know Pedro and them look at my shit. I know they know I look at their shit. Everybody looks at everybody's shit. I always click like on their shit. Even if I'm not subbed to them, whatever, I click like on it because it reminds me that I've seen that video. So I'll click like on something to say, okay, I've seen this video before. I don't click like because I like it. It helps them in the algorithm get their shit out, but it also reminds me that I've watched this video before. But when Hannibal and Pedro linked up, we can see back end to everything because we have tools that help us see back end. I don't want to link up with another creator because when Pedro and Hannibal linked up, something funny fucking happened. Because you look at their summer content. In their summer content, each one of them got demonetized over the summer at approximately the same time. And each one of them lost 6 million views. 6 million views. I don't even have 1 million views. Each one of those content creators lost 6 million views. YouTube pulled away 6 million views off their channel. 6 million views is a lot of fucking money. 6 million. I don't even have 1 million. I don't even think I have 100,000. I don't know what the fuck I got. But when YouTube pulls 6 million views, that means something happened at that point in time. But it only happened to both of them. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to a lot of people. So it had to be happening to something with content creators that link content and they do things in unison together. So what that taught me as a person who's trying to study to be a better content creator is to sometimes don't link my shit with other people. Because if I link my shit with other people, they could do something to the content or something to happen within the content and it now affects me now. So you got to learn that it's not always good to link your shit to somebody else. And hey, what's up, Jenny Gang says, I'm renting a Tesla. That's what's up. But if you look at, and I showed on my video, if you look at all of the content that I was doing with Rideshare Garage, and I put it on video because I don't got to hide shit from y'all. I don't got to fucking lie to y'all. I put that shit on there. Yeah, exactly. This is Javier said, yeah, man, I was on Lyft during a Beyonce concert in Phoenix, turned it off and went home. Exactly. But if you look at, I put the shit on video for y'all, all the rideshare content had red dollar signs. YouTube wouldn't monetize none of that shit for whatever reason. So it was a couple of hours of my life that I will never get back, that will never be monetized at no point in fucking time. And even if I edited it, I can't edit it and use it on my channel because it's content that doesn't belong to me. So I could be copyright stricken for using content that I'm on, but it's on somebody else's original channel. I could be copyright triggered for that potentially. Not that I will be, but the potential is always there. And so in order to take myself out of the pool of being dealt with like that, you have to get off of people's content. You've got to be original. Like I used to tell people all the time in my videos, be original. Stop doing fucking reviews. When you do a review of somebody's shit, people say, well, what about fair use? You can do fair use, but if YouTube doesn't agree with your interpretation of fair use over what you're using, you could be fucking yourself. You could really be fucking yourself. So you got to work with YouTube's legal team because YouTube is against TikTok. When you take shit off of TikTok, that's TikTok's property. TikTok says, this is on our platform to keep people looking at our platform. This is our shit. So when you YouTubers are pulling shit off of our TikTok platform to put on YouTube, to drag everybody over to YouTube, TikTok has a problem with YouTube. YouTube don't want no fucking problems with TikTok. So what people say is, if you're on YouTube doing content reviews of TikTok shit, TikTok contacts YouTube and says, we might have to have our attorneys contact you about all your people. YouTube's gonna say, fuck these people. They're not bigger than YouTube. All these content creators are not bigger than YouTube. So they're gonna demonetize them, pull their fucking content, and say, we're tired of fucking having the motherfucking attorneys for TikTok calling us saying, we're sick of your YouTube content creators grabbing content off of our TikTok platform, putting it on fucking YouTube. You guys are overstepping your fucking boundaries. We have it on YouTube. We have it on TikTok to get people on TikTok. Stop taking our shit off of TikTok, putting it on YouTube. So, and that's another thing about sponsors. I don't like I think I could be sponsored by, let's say, a Jeep shit. Like if Jeep says, hey, we want to sponsor a fucking Jeep top. Cool. But you motherfuckers can't say nothing about the way I talk, the way I ride. No, you can't say shit about me though. This is my shit. I wouldn't be a sponsor for someone to say, hey, you got to do this. We're an app that works with gig apps. And no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll do a Jeep top. I'll do a set of Jeep tires. I'll do a BMW fucking wing across the back. I'll do that shit. But I'm not trying to sell nobody's shit that they've got to download and pay a membership for and do all. I'm not trying to do all that with my life. I'm just not. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's money though, man. It's good money. It's good money. It could be for some people, but I like my energy. I like my integrity. I don't get no email for no motherfucker. Yeah. And that's why Pedro goofed up. But see, if you go to Hannibal's channel, Hannibal is Hungry, go to Hannibal is Hungry's channel and just play a video. I guarantee you won't see a commercial. And that's no knock on Hannibal. I mean, Hannibal's probably got good content. His content helps people out, but YouTube didn't like something about some shit they were doing. And that's the shit I don't want to be caught up in, which is why I don't fuck with creators. I know people like, well, he's got a lot of subs. Sometimes it's not about subs. It's about the shit you doing. Because they got a lot of subs, a lot of views, a lot of content, and both of those motherfuckers are not monetized right now. Just like Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit lost monetization over all they fucking platforms, all the channels they had on YouTube. Millions of dollars gone instantly. So it's not about how many subs you got. It's about what the fuck are you doing? That's what it's about. And if you're doing some jank shit, some shady shit, YouTube gonna fucking drop the hammer on you because you don't know what YouTube legal is looking at. YouTube legal is worldwide. The shit you're getting away with today might not be the shit you're gonna get away with 5 months from now. You're doing something right now on YouTube and you thinking, damn, I'm getting a lot of views, man. Damn, we got some subs off of this, man. So what if they ask you to want to be network style late night show? Who? I don't get on nobody's show like that. I'm too new of a content creator to do that, honestly. I don't want somebody to fuck up my channel right off the bat. I'm just fresh out of the gate. I'm crawling right now. I'm not even walking yet. I'm a YouTube content creator that's crawling. I'm not walking. I'm crawling right now. So you don't take a baby that's crawling and cut the motherfucking arms and legs off. Then I'll never walk. So when I start linking up with content creators who have issues with their fucking channels, that's bad on me. I'm fucked up. Like I don't see that shit. I'm a business person. I looked at business contracts. I did contracts for teachers in charter school. I did contracts for fucking ITT, Sheraton, Marriott, going through shit, saying $24,000 discrepancies, saying you guys got to cut us a check because this is what I found. I go through shit like that. When I see a content creator with a fucked up channel, I probably won't do business with them. I won't, because this is a business at the end of the day. Fuck views, fuck subs, fuck all that. This is a business. I got time. I ain't in a rush. So if I sit up there, he said, I call Fresh Fit and I call them fuck around and find out. They did. They were begging to get demonetized. But see, that's the thing. The shit they were doing was selling. They were getting views. They was getting checks. They was getting subs. They was getting commentary. They was getting super chats and shit like that. The shit you do today might not affect you right now. Like what we say, you might plant the seed today, but the seed you plant today won't be the fruit you bear tomorrow or some weird shit like that. So make sure the seeds you fucking planting are in the right soil. Don't go hopping on no motherfucking content creator shit that's already fucked up. If they shit's already fucked up, that soil I don't want to deal. That's bad soil right off the bat. Bad soil. Can't fuck with it. Bad soil. Because you can't grow in shit like that. And a lot of content creators don't think of it as growth. Think of it as like organic. Think of it as real. To them, this shit's all a fucking game. It's fake. It's phony. How do you lose thousands and thousands of dollars a month? Because you don't have it up here. You don't just drop the fucking ball and lose $1,000 a month, millions of dollars a month. You don't have it up here. Just like everybody said, them dudes didn't have mentorship. They didn't have mentor. You need to talk more on Uber taking 70% on ride fares that are stealing. Oh, I talk about that on my videos, man. Hell yeah, I talk about that shit. Motherfuckers see that all the time, man. When I be in my videos, I talk shit about all the money they fucking taking. That's why I don't take long rides. Because if I fucking around and take a long ride, that's what they're going to get me for. 70%. Get me. I got videos showing screenshots of what people are paying versus what I'm getting. Did that shit. Yeah. When you going to tell the truth that there's no money in rideshare anymore instead of lying? YG, I don't think you look at my videos, you raggedy motherfucker. Go look at my videos. You tell me, how am I making $250 a night, $300 a night? If ain't no money, maybe ain't no money in your fucking market. That's what it is. You probably in a raggedy motherfucking market, dog. So it ain't about lying. You lying to your fucking self by doing rideshare in the wrong fucking market. Maybe you need to stop lying to your fucking self and go get a motherfucking W-2. So don't talk about me lying. Because if you look at my videos, my shit starts from the time I leave my fucking driveway to the time I come back. I'm making 300, 4-5 hours, 250, 4-5 hours. If you ain't making that, you got a shitty fucking market. So stop lying to your fucking self, turn your app off, go get a motherfucking W-2. It ain't about me staying humble. Your monkey ass just jumped on my motherfucking podcast talking about I'm lying. So motherfucker, you stay humble. You don't get on my shit saying I'm a fucking liar. I do me. I don't drive your market. I don't know what the fuck you doing in your market. So how the fuck you gonna get on my podcast and tell me I know your market? I don't even know who the fuck you are. You ain't even said your city. You ain't said shit about your fucking self. So don't get up here talking about some bro, stay humble. Man, fuck you. You don't know me like that. I keep it 100. So don't get on my fucking podcast saying, Jeff, you need to stop lying. Lying about what? That my market is okay? Motherfucker, all my videos show what I make. When I have a $60 night, I say I got a $60 night. When I got a $75 night, I say I got a $75 night. So don't get on my shit saying I'm lying because you in a raggedy ass fucking market. Stop lying to your fucking self. Now, how about you shut your fucking mouth? How about that? Instead of say one sentence, I got advice for you. Come out, show some respect. Fuck you, motherfucker. That's how much respect I got for you. You jump on my fucking page showing disrespect by calling me a liar. Get the fuck out of my face. Motherfucker, I don't know you. You probably some 12-year-old fucking kid. Man, block that motherfucker. Fuck him. I don't got time for these raggedy motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. You don't come on my fucking podcast saying, Jeff, you lying. Man, fuck you. Show some respect. Raggedy motherfucker. That's how much respect I got for you. Fuck that motherfucker, man. Tim, I'll give you a wrench, man. Fuck that shit. Kick that motherfucker out of here. Fuck that motherfucker. Get on my podcast and awesome. Yeah, man. You need to stop lying. Man, fuck you, raggedy bastard. Or you 1 in 3 cities. Motherfucker, you ain't said where you from. You ain't said shit. Yeah, motherfucker about, yeah, you need to say there ain't no money in rideshare and stop lying. Motherfucker, you don't know me. You ain't even watched the single fucking video I did. This raggedy motherfucker gonna come on my shit. You need to show some respect. Fuck you, motherfucker. You don't know me like that. I have no idea who the fuck you are. You could be some goddamn 13-year-old fucking kid walking up on my shit. You need to show some respect. Fuck you. That's how much respect I got for you. Walking in calling me a fucking liar. You're a liar. Fuck you. I'd never do nobody like that. Because I don't do that shit, man. I don't show up in motherfuckers' live streams. I'm awesome. Yeah, you a liar. Motherfucker, talk about your fucking market. You need to come in and talk about your market. His ragged ass up in his, oh, you need to tell people, motherfucker, there's so many markets of people making good money. $35 an hour, $30 an hour, $40 an hour, $60, $70 an hour. So many markets of motherfuckers doing that. So if his ass is not making money, for one, he probably don't know how to fucking drive, real shit. He probably got a high ass AR, real shit. So you got a high fucking AR, you don't know how to fucking drive, and you up in this motherfucker, dumb ass, ain't no money in rideshare. No, you just know how to fucking drive, motherfucker. The fuck up off my channel. I don't play that shit. I'm not that dude, man. I don't give a fuck about some of these drivers out there. I really don't. I got videos back in the day talking shit about these raggedy motherfuckers. I really don't. Because I give respect when people show respect. I don't walk in and disrespect nobody in no room I'm in. And I've always said, when you walk into a room, realize read the room first. Know where the fuck you at. Walk in and read the room. You don't walk up in somebody's fucking house and start talking shit about the motherfucker whose house it is. Yeah, man, this house is ragged as a motherfucker, man. This house is fucked up, man. Motherfucker, do you even know whose house this is? You could be talking about the homeowner, motherfucker. The fuck up out of here. Yeah, exactly. I don't care what you fucking think. This raggedy motherfucker gonna come up on my shit. You need to stop lying. Stop lying. Motherfucker, have you even seen any of my videos? Where the fuck is any of my videos misled somebody to show them that I'm not making the money that I'm making doing the shit that I'm doing? So if I can do it and it works, somebody can go to another market, try it. It might work. Motherfucker, last night I saw a Jack in the Box. He made 500 the other night, 500 in my market. I ain't made 500 in a minute. There's other markets out there, 300 days. Somebody was in my comments the other day, $400 days. And I'm sitting there like, if there's money in rideshare and the people that are out there making the money in rideshare are reporting that they're making the money in rideshare because they're doing certain things to make the money, learn from them. Don't say there's no money in my rideshare. Say, I don't know how to make money in rideshare. Can you please help me? Stop lying. Motherfucker gonna walk the fuck up in here. You need to keep it real and tell these motherfuckers ain't no money in rideshare and stop lying. You raggedy motherfucker, you got me fucked up. It's like, shit. I talk shit to the apps and the apps pay me. You don't pay me shit and you walk up in this motherfucker, I'll cuss you the fuck out. Must show some respect. Fuck you, motherfucker. It's like, you don't know me like that. Man. Seriously, some people don't know me, man. I'm not that dude. I'm just not. I'm not a nice motherfucker. I know, like I said, I've been like this my whole life. I got kicked out of the Memphis City school district. I'm cool as a motherfucker now. I don't get kicked out of places no more because I'm cool. I chill the fuck out. I chill out. I stay to myself. I stay in my own zone. I hang out in my fucking garage. I do my thing. But you walk up in my fucking face, pointing your finger in my face, and I was like, man, you a fucking liar. Shit. You better watch your fucking self around these parts, motherfucker. Exactly. I show everything, Miss Lana. What's up, Lana? What's up, lady? What's up? That's my girl out in Australia. But see, that's the thing, though, man. I try to keep it 100. And these motherfuckers that don't even watch my videos come trying to comment on shit. If you ain't watched fucking 20 minutes of my video, you can just shut the fuck up before you start talking. Because everything you saying could be disproven just by clicking play and shutting the fuck up. It could be proven. There is money in rideshare every night, not every night. Because y'all see me when I fucking be like, man, you know what? This is a fucked up night. I'm going home tonight. But guess what? I'm back out the next night. I go fucking milk an area down, get 90 fucking bucks in about an hour, 15 minutes. Then the motherfuckers drive for a minute. I turn that shit off, go get me on them crusty ass motherfucking donuts and kick back. I do it all the time. But you get motherfuckers like that don't even watch 10 minutes of a video. His ass don't make no fucking money. He's a broke motherfucker. Don't know how to fucking gauge his fucking market and drive right. He a broke motherfucker. Gonna come hop on my shit. Ain't no money in rideshare. The fuck out of here. Dog, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. Man, driving to wealth. Hey, brother, man, you know me, man. You know me. I don't got a problem with nobody. Nobody. I have a problem with nobody. But I got a problem with you walking up in my fucking face, pointing at me, not knowing who the fuck I am and calling me a liar. Because you ain't making no fucking money. Who the fuck are you? If your ass listened to me and sat down and subbed and looked at some fucking videos, you might change your shit up and change your opinion about rideshare. Rideshare could be fucked up. Delivery could be fucked up. A W-2 can padlock this shit today and your ass show up to work tomorrow and you fucked up. So don't tell me I'm lying. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I pay attention to the world around me. But if these raggedy motherfuckers don't pay attention to shit, they walk in the fucking building, oh, since I ain't making no money, since I'm broke, since my car, but I just told y'all. that there's people in this fucking world that used to drive that don't drive no more, that's mad because they couldn't do the pivot like we did it all. Because I told you I was going through 2 G's a month in gas. I told y'all that shit. When I was going through 2 G's a month in gas, did I say rideshare sucked because it's using 2,000 of my dollars in gas in this Jeep? No, I sucked because I didn't buy the right fucking car and I wasn't doing the right fucking strategy. I sucked. When you learn how to take responsibility for your own fuck up, that's when you can have the growth. When you don't take responsibility for what the fuck is going on, you can't change nothing. You put it all on the apps. No, the apps are doing this to me. The apps are controlling my money. The apps are, no. If the apps are fucking with my tips, guess what I do? I start using my QR codes for Cash App and Venmo. I start asking for cash. Man, you got to change your shit up. Change your shit up. Because I could have stuck with that Jeep, never bought the Beamer, never put the money up to try to drive differently, to try to drive smarter. I could have just been stuck on 2 G's a fucking month doing long trips. And while I'm going to sit around, man, rideshare suck, man. I can't fucking do this shit, man. Rideshare suck. Rideshare don't fucking suck. It's some of these motherfuckers driving suck. They don't know how to swap shit up to say, man, I need a different strategy because this shit ain't working out for me. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Ask questions. Ask fucking questions. Talk to other drivers that can help. But walking in the motherfucking room pointing at me going, you a liar. Fuck you, raggedy motherfucker. Show some respect. Fuck your respect. You don't know me like that. Get the fuck out of my face. That's about all the respect I got for you at this point. Because I keep it 100. I'm a real fucking person. I'm not a part of the internet. I'm a real person. So you don't walk in my motherfucking house, point your finger in my fucking face and call me something that you don't know who the fuck I am. I'm not that dude. Because I wouldn't do nobody like that. I wouldn't do nobody like that. I ain't never hopped on somebody's podcast and said, you a fucking liar. Please. If I can't sit up there and state my opinion and have support and documentation of my opinions, then I ain't got shit to say. When I say something, I'm going to say, this is my opinion about it, and this is why I think the way he could have said, dude, you're a liar because, in my market, then we would have solved it right there. We see what the issue is. Your market. You live in a town of 300 fucking people. That's your first fucking problem. You live in a town of 300 trying to do fucking rideshare. Go work at the fucking post office, motherfuckers. Only 300 people live in your town. The fuck? You got to fucking find out what is the problem. Where are you from? What are you doing? Do you do delivery, rideshare, Lyft, app? What the fuck do you do? Uber? This motherfucker just walk the fuck in. Ain't no money in rideshare. Motherfucker don't even know you. Be a 13-year-old fucking kid. I don't know that motherfucker, man. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. They log in they have no game plan. Rideshare is designed to get investors rich, to get the corporation rich. We know that. Rideshare is not designed to make us fucking well off. It's designed to use us like fucking tools. So what do? We use our motherfucking brains. Apparently that motherfucker don't have a brain. Because if he used his motherfucking brain, his ass will be like, dude, man, I've been having the roughest time with fucking rideshare. What the fuck am I doing? Motherfuckers hit me up in emails telling me how to do better because they see shit on my videos where I'm making errors. Jeff, you could say your surge like this. Jeff, you could do this. Jeff, you could set a filter like this. People seeing my videos helping me the fuck out because everybody wants to see each other win. We don't walk in this motherfucker trying to make people lose. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Man, just leave the clowns be. Yeah, fuck them, man. Real shit. Fuck them. That's the kind of drivers I was just talking about earlier. The motherfuckers who never made the swap over. They mad as shit at rideshare because they never made the swap to intelligence. They always stayed high AR. The money's going to be there one day. I just got to keep driving, taking it. They're going to give me the money one day. Those motherfuckers, man. And we ain't them people. We want our money now. I want $3 an hour now. $3 a mile now. That's what I want now. I don't want no bullshit. But you got drivers like that who ain't making a fucking dime walking in thinking it's the apps. Sometimes it's not the apps. You can't always put 100% of the shit on the apps. Yeah, the apps do some crazy fucking shit to us. Give us no surge doing big ass concerts. Yeah, I don't talk about politics, man. We all think differently. We all want what's best for each other in the end of the day. That's it. And these motherfuckers like this, they don't drive like we drive. So they don't understand the market like we understand it. The business that we understand it as is a business of profit margins. It's a business of smart driving. Understanding the market that you're in and saying, how can I use what I know to make the money in this market that I'm in? That's it. Rideshare, then this motherfucker got the nerve to come up with some goddamn probability. Well, you just 1 out of 3 markets that, motherfucker, Uber is worldwide. You ain't left your motherfucking basement yet, motherfucker. Uber is worldwide. How the fuck you got the nerve to say you just 1 out of 3 markets? Uber is worldwide, mother. You tell me somebody who you talk to from Zimbabwe. What Zimbabwe motherfucker you talk to today? What motherfucker from Sydney, Australia you talk to today? What motherfucker from Romania you talk to today? What motherfucker from Queensland you talk to today? What motherfucker from goddamn Manila, Philippines you talk to today? How the fuck you got the nerve to say 1 out of every 3 markets? Motherfucker, this shit's worldwide, you raggedy motherfucker. And it's like, we got an international fucking company. This motherfucker sitting in his drawers in the fucking bathroom talking about you just 1 out of every 3 mark. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You don't come in with that fucking raggedy shit. Like, who do we look like? Who do we look like? Man. Like, this motherfucker got the nerve to sit up and say you only 1 out of 2 markets or 3 markets that actually make money. Since when the fuck you become worldwide, motherfucker? You still sitting in your basement right now. You ain't did shit all fucking day. Sit in your motherfucking basement. Talking about, well, all over the world, rideshare sucks, it's hard. Motherfucker, please. This motherfucker ain't left his goddamn neighborhood. He's still in the same neighborhood his ass been in since he was in the 5th fucking grade. Talking about worldwide. Get the fuck out of here. 1 out of every 3 markets. The fuck, man, you can miss me with them bullshit ass fucking ratios and percentages. I don't listen to motherfuckers like that. Man, these motherfuckers get on these podcasts, man, they be fucking me up with this dumb shit. And that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't think. They don't have brain cells, man. They wonder why they can't make it in an industry where you're responsible for yourself. We don't have this parent called W-2. We can't go to work and ask for more money. Can I get $1 an hour raise? Can you pay me for next week? We can't ask for that. I used to be from that. And I would say, I want to put in a request for a raise. I want to put in a request for a review. I want to put in a request for a week off. I did that shit for most of my life. I know how it goes. But for this raggedy motherfucker to walk up in here and talk about some, well, ain't no money in rideshare. It's only 1 out of 3 markets that's actually making money. What? Like, dude, who the fuck are you? Like, or do you work for Uber? Like, how do you know these fucking statistics? Where'd you fucking come from? You ain't said shit. This motherfucker ain't said where he from, who he is, what market he from, if he works for Uber, if he works for Lyft, if he drives by his fucking self. You random motherfucker. You don't bring that random fucking shit on my fucking podcast. I don't fuck with that. You ain't got no to point at me. You're lying. The fuck out of here. It's like, you got me fucked up with somebody else. Because trust me, if you want that kind of smoke, shit, I'll give you that kind of smoke if that's what you're looking for. I'll give you that shit. But I don't think you want it. Because I'll call your monkey ass out for who you really are, you raggedy bastard. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not that dude, man. I'm just not that dude. Yeah. And DJ, that's what it is, man. You said you've been accepting a rise with 95% AR and find out you've been making a big mistake. To even realize that means you're leveling up mentally because you're understanding the business. And I'm sitting there like, if once you realize you're not making money in the right way, then you start making money in the right way. But if you don't make money in the right way, you're going to have a complaint like him. There's no money in it. Tell us your fucking system first, because you ain't saying shit. If there's no money in it, and we got people in these comments, like I said, I met a dude last night, made 500 the other night. People in the comments making 400, 350, 300, 113 in 2 hours, 3 hours, 113 in 3 hours. How you gonna tell me it ain't no money? If I leave my house and I come back 3 hours later with $113, to me that's all right. That's good. That's good because I probably only drove maybe 2 of the hours. So you can't say there's no money in some shit if you're not driving it right. You've got to state your fucking point. You can't just walk into a fucking room and say there's no money. You need to stop lying to people. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't got a lot to kick it. Shit. I tell motherfuckers all the time, look at my fucking videos, go down my shit, look at it. And then it's, like I said, I don't have time for the fuckery, man. I don't. And I'm glad you guys kicked that motherfucker out because the way we do it around here is we want to lift people up. We don't berate drivers that have a bad day. We don't, oh, you only made 200. Oh, you suck, dog. You horrible. We don't do that around here. That motherfucker ain't from around here. You walked into the wrong neighborhood. You a blood walking into a Crip neighborhood, motherfucker. It's like, the fuck is wrong with you? You walk up in the motherfucking Crip neighborhood throwing up the B sign. Your ass like, yeah, what up, blood? What up, blood? Like, dude, do you realize everybody in this motherfucker's wearing blue? Are you colorblind, motherfucker? It's like, the fuck wrong with you? It's like, I ain't never seen no dumb shit like that. Motherfucker ain't never been, I ain't never even know that motherfucker. He just walked the fuck up right up in the fucking crib neighborhood throwing up blood signs. What up, blood? What up, y'all? What up, motherfucker? C walking and B walking and shit and everything else. I'm like, at that point, you got to tell a motherfucker, he got to go. You got to go, dog. We could be a group of Crips. We ain't even gonna beat you up. We just think you fucking stupid. We gonna just let you go. It's like, shit, this motherfucker right here. It's like, dude, why ain't y'all beat up that blood that was over here throwing up bees? And because he's stupid. I don't think he realized what the fuck he was doing. That's how dumb he is. We can't even beat him up. We feel bad beating him up. Let him go. Fuck him. It's like, shit. And he gonna go home. Yeah, man, I went to a Crip nut neighborhood today. I was throwing up B signs and everything. Well, they gave you a pass because you that fucking stupid. You don't even realize. It's like, man, these motherfuckers. Jeff Thomas Black in the building. Man. He said, what's really in that bottle, family? Juice packets. Fuck that. I'm almost out. But seriously, I get my little great value fucking juice packets. I fill these up with water and refill them. $2.48 for a pack of 10. Fuck that. Man. This is the guy was from Uber chat room on Facebook always criticizing. Probably, for real. This motherfuckers, man. And I tell people, man, he says, I roll in the hood, mostly Latin kings. That's funny shit. All the Latin kings is out. This motherfucker rolling in the hood full of Latin kings talking about shit. He said, Jeff Ping be going off like crazy. Bing, 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 bing. Man, there's money out there. Shit, there's money out. But I tell people, man, you got to know how to navigate that shit. You got to know how to get the money. Because if you're not getting the money the right way, like DJ said earlier, his AR was very high. He was probably taking rides before waiting to see what else was out there. Because y'all know me. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to look at all the rides coming through. And I kind of scout some, and y'all even heard me say on certain rides, man, that was a good ride. I should have took that. That was a good ride. But sometimes I just want to scout even past that ride to see what else is out there. So I've let good ride. Every ride I let go ain't a bad ride. It could be bad for what I'm trying to do, or I just miss it. Excuse me. And a lot of times I'll try to get a ride, and y'all see me miss the ride. Like, oh shit, another driver got it. Fuck it. Let's see what else is out there. And I tell people, man, if you don't know how to fucking do that shit, analyze all the rides that are coming down the pipe to know what a good ride is from a bad ride. This is going to be a hard business to make it in. This is going to be a very hard business to make. And like you said, that dude was prime example. Ain't no money in rideshare. The rest of us, as pissed off as the apps fucking make us and as shitty as it can be some fucking nights, I just go back out the next night because I know the money is there. The money's got to be out there because these motherfuckers are getting charged up the ass for these rides. The money is out there. We just got to know how to get it. Like, how do we get a part of that? We know the apps are charging people, $80 for a fuck. Like the other day, I just did this. Y'all should see this video maybe tomorrow, maybe next when I drop it. But I went to the airport on Lyft Lux to pick up this dude. He paid $18. I was getting $6.75 for the fucking ride. Out of $18, I was getting $6.75. Then some shit happens because they fucked up the ride or whatever. So they made him readjust the shit and they charged him $20. And I was still getting the same $6.75. That's how these apps be doing, man. That's how they fucking do. And I tell people, man, if you don't know how these apps work and that these apps are fucking us over, we know what we'll settle for. The apps ain't giving you shit. They ain't giving you nothing. So don't think for 1 minute you're going to get given a gift. Every once in a while, the shit might happen with some dad might gift you something. Go, oh shit, that was cool. I like that. But for the most part, you gotta fight for this money. It's you against the apps. You are a contractor. You don't work for Uber. You don't work for Lyft. They don't owe you shit. You owe it to yourself to go out, find out the right information on how to fucking drive. Get on the right channels. When you get on the right channels of a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's giving you the business acumen, that's when you're gonna start winning. See, Jesse said, a lot of your advice has been helping me out. I've been driving for like 4 years. Me too, man. Me too. About 4 years I've been driving. And I'm just getting the true meat of the new upfront fares and the new algorithms and the short trips and tips and the surges. And I'm just getting into the meat of it all because the shit changes so fast. You think you know something and you don't. You're like, oh man, I'm doing amazing. And you're really not. And you're like, shit, man, I'm losing money. It's been a slow, shitty summer. But as soon as the fucking fall comes, like I said, we've been having some good nights lately. I've had a couple of good nights lately where I'm like, this might actually be pretty good. This might be good. Yeah, you're right, man. This is Yep, when you work a special event and you know you used to make money and it should always make money at Metallica in town this week, making money, cherry picking. That's right, man. You got to get it, Gambit. You got to get it. You got to get it. And Jason said, I'm humbled by the few passengers who tip large tip out of the blue. Slap me $20 to make me so happy. I'm thankful when they tip $10 or $20. You right, man. You right. Because that's the kind of shit that keeps our energy going, man. When that passenger says, we know these apps are not giving y'all the money we're paying, because a lot of the passengers don't even realize it. They think, man, you guys must be getting paid pretty fucking well. Actually, we're not. We're just doing a high volume of fucking rides, late nights, long hours. That's how we're making this fucking money. So it's not that we're getting paid well. We're working twice the amount of time to make the same money we used to make. They slap us a $5 tip, $10 tip. Love it. They slap us $5, $10. We fucking love it. We like, thank you so much. And a lot of people, they think that because the cars we got are nice, shit like that. A lot of these cars, we got low interest rates. So we can afford these cars with lower interest rates. Yep, that's it. It's your choice. It's cherry picking, man. And a lot of people thinking that if they just get a higher AR, the apps are going to love them. Ooh, the people at Uber are going to love me. Look at my AR. Of course they love you. They love you so much, they're going to keep sending you bullshit. They're going to fill your app with bullshit. You're going to be like, dude, my app never stops going. I can ride nonstop from the time I get in my car to the time I leave. What's your average what's your average miles per dollar though? Because if you look at how your fucking trips are, you say, okay, I did like 20, 30 fucking trips, but you're making like $180 out of 20 trips. That means you're making $9 a trip. But if you say, well, my miles are like almost 250, 300 miles. So that means you're fucking getting your ass handed to you in these dollars to miles. You're not making $1 a mile. You're making like 90 cents a mile, 80 cents a mile. And that's time. That's every fucking thing. You don't want to be in that boat. You don't want the apps to love you. You want the apps to hate when your ass log on. Because I know when I log on, these motherfuckers hate me. They be like, shit, he's back. Like, okay, how are we going to handle this? Is Brittany in today? Brittany, you want to handle Jeff today? Jeff's back online. I don't know. Get that motherfucker to Edward. Edward, you want to hang with Jeff today? Jeff's back online. I don't got time for his shit. He cancels too many fucking people for me. Because they get fucking money. These motherfuckers get bonuses and spiffs and shit like that for setting up rides. They all get spiffs. They all work like call center people. They get spiffs and who can make the most revenue and who can do this. So they be stealing from us and shit. So there you go. 133 in 3 hours. That's it, man. Man, that's what it is, Flex, man. And when you get money like that, and 3, you leaving a house, you come back with 133. You do that shit 5 nights, that's like $600, and those are easy nights. 15 hours. You making almost $700 in 15 hours of work. And that's good shit right there. That's good shit. Because in 3 hours, man, some nights in about 3 hours, I'll make about $90. And I'm like, man, this is fucking killing me tonight. I might have to fucking call this shit off. So once you covering $133 in 3 hours, because I usually leave at about 9 at night sometimes. So by midnight, I always tell myself by midnight, I need at least $100 by midnight. 3 hours online, I could be at $100. I'm good. And that's cherry picking the shit. So by the time 4:30 roll around, I got my last few fucking appointments, my few airport reservations. I can make $60 to $80 off of that. So I'm gonna have the 100 plus the 80, whatever's in the middle between midnight and 4 in the morning. That's all just butter for me. So I already got my 180 already. Now I'm just adding to it. If I can do another 100, I'm up to 280. So, okay, it took me from midnight to like 4 in the morning, 4 hours to make $100. People say, well, that's 25 an hour. But I haven't driven that whole time. I be wiping my car down. I be sitting in parking lots doing shit. I take like an hour break. I eat. I'm eating my motherfucking Uncrustables and shit. I kick back. So it's only 4 hours of time, but I'm not actually working that whole time. It's opportunity. I got 4 hours of opportunity. That's the way I look at it. What can I do with that opportunity? Can I sit in the parking lot? Do I come back home and feed the dogs? Do I make money? What do I do? It's an opportunity. So if I already got my 180 for the day and I got 4 hours of open opportunity, what do I do? I'm like, okay, I'll probably drive a few rides. Let me go make about 70, 80 bucks. So out of the 180, I go make 70 bucks. I just made 250 on the day. I only did 70 hours worth of rides. Because I'm like, okay, I did like 7, 8 rides at an average of almost $10 a ride. I'm good. I'm cool now. And that's how you got to do it. You can't sit up there and just drive yourself into the fucking ground at $1 a mile, 50 cents a mile, thinking you're going to get somewhere. You're not going to get anywhere. And that's why I like a lot of the way you drivers drive, and you do 9 minutes, 9 miles. And if 9 minutes, 9 miles for something like that, I would look for almost $20 because that's how I do. I wouldn't want $1 a mile. I want like 20 bucks for that. Because if I can get about 20 bucks for that with tips, surge, anything else, man, I do it. I do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cobb Mobile, they do that shit all the time. I got in my videos in Trip Radar, it'll show like $5, but they'll send it to me. It'll say 433, like quick as a motherfucker. Like it was just $5 on Trip Radar, and they just shaved that shit like that fast. They do it all the time, man, all the time. And I'm like, you gotta pay attention to that shit because a lot of people don't pay attention to them shaving money off. And I'm like, dude, there you go. It only makes sense. You start from 100 from home charging, maybe one supercharger session. Yeah. Like all these fucking Teslas out there, man, you guys are not spending no money. Dude last night said he spent like $35 for like the week or something crazy like that chart because he does home charging too. $35 in a week. That's like $140 a month charging. I used to pay $2,000 a month on that fucking Jeep. And I'm like, $140 a month charge for work. Are you fucking driving, motherfucker? What are you doing? You just sitting in parking lots? Shit. No, which is, yeah, I noticed last night, one of my rides last night after I cashed out, I was like, what the fuck? No, man, if they start to take money like that before or after you cash out, that shit better be in there the next fucking time. Some of these rides might be credit card rides, where they might be like, you know what? We're not going to pay you the money. We're going to wait until the credit card processes through so we don't pay you and have to chase behind the customer for the ride. Really, that shouldn't even be our fucking fault. Because I asked today, is these dollar amounts for these tips y'all putting in my shit, is all these $1 really credit card authorizations or are those my actual $1 fucking tips? There's a lot of them. Fucking piss me off, man. True, Tim, you right. Yeah, if you in an apartment, well, some apartments got the home charge, but they only have like 2 or 3 up front, and they don't give you all night. They make you move your car and shit. Daniel said, I'm sitting in a fake surge. So they not giving you the surge. You just sitting there and they not even giving it to you. You just like sitting there. I wonder how that shit's working out. Man, that would piss me off. I'd be like, y'all better give me this fucking money, goddammit. Turn this app off. Brittany, Jeff just turned it off. Like, fuck that. She'd be clapping like a motherfucker. Got rid of that motherfucker. Yes, we hate Jeff. Yeah. A tip from a month ago. I just put a video out with that shit, man. They doing that now, dude. They holding our tips back. I think they gambling with our fucking money. They sit there gambling. They'll sit there and hold out like $1 million worth of tips, gamble that shit in the stock market so they can make like another probably 500,000 on it, and then turn around and give us the $1 million and say, okay, I can have $1 million because they just made money off of our money now, so they good. But if they lose the money, they're like, shit, now we in the hole. Fuck. I think these motherfuckers are gambling with our tip money. And they said, but Uber even said that today. They said that they can take up to 30 days to give me my money back. 30 days. I'm like, motherfucker, that's a whole nother accounting period when it comes to weeks. Because some of us do accounting for the week. Some of us do it for the month. But still, it's like, if it's going to take you 30 fucking days to give me my money back, I'm going to have a problem with that. I'm going to have a fucking problem with that because I want my money back on time. Not no bullshit, on time. But man. What is all? We almost at 3 hours, y'all. Almost at 3 hours. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming out on this live with me, man. This is the last live with this setup, I hope. The last live with this setup. Next live is going to be a different mic, different sound, different everything. I can't wait, man. It's like I said, we growing, man. We growing. This little channel is growing. And I think not only that, but the energy of the drivers on this channel is growing. The energy of the channel is growing because we're getting better at actually being out here, riding, getting this money, understanding what this economy is about, what the gig industry is about, not taking, losses as these apps are fucking horrible. I'm going back to a W-2 tomorrow, first thing in the morning, but maybe it was just a bad night. Maybe it was a bad night. I'm going to try this shit again tomorrow. And that's what I love about, this channel and how everybody is. Man, that's why the light fell. Yeah, exactly. Man, what I need to do is put the baby gate up to keep the dogs out of here. But the dog loves it because this used to be my son's room. So the dogs used to come in here all the time. So they just like his smell, I guess. They come in here and they hang out and shit. They knock shit over. They jump up on the fucking bed. They always tearing some shit up in here. One day it was fucking foam. I had to buy new mattresses. They ate the other mattress. They foam all over the fucking place. It's like, man. So I got to do some other shit. Keep them out of here. But next time, let's see how this setup is going to go. I cannot wait. So I appreciate you guys, man. This is another 3 hours of hanging out with y'all. I'm gonna try to do a live the moment the equipment. I'll set it up and then I'll try to do a live again, and hopefully everybody comes back and this dog didn't do it exactly. That motherfucker's like, I ain't fuck with that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's dog hair all over there. Like shit, motherfucker. All right, y'all. Cool, Jason, man. Hey, I'm gonna check with y'all later on. I appreciate you guys being on this live. The 3 hour in the books. Mic drop. We're gonna do this shit again next week, hopefully, man. And everything will be different. Yep, I'm driving tonight. I'm about to go in here, jump in the shower real quick, eat me some dinner. I'm about to hit the road, man. It's Saturday night, man. Let's get this money, everybody. Let's do this shit. Let's make this money. If it's a shitty night, then I'll probably just come back. If you see me on a live later, it was a shitty night. I'll be like, it was a fucking live. It was a shitty night. Do I take handicapped people? Yep, I have before. As long as their wheelchair fits in the back, I can take handicapped people. And you got to just fold that shit down. That's it, man. You got to get it in there, man. But once again, I love you guys. Hey, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Y'all always taking care of me, man. And what y'all doing is helping this channel grow. Because like I said, there's levels to this. Levels to this. Because one of these days, I'm going to have to do some mic drop podcast fucking gear. Because I'm getting the designs together now. So I'm making shit. I'm going to get some designs together. And I actually want to ship some shit out to people, you know what I'm saying? So when people are cruising around in their car with some mic drop podcast shit on, motherfuckers be like, where you get that shit? What's that all about? Oh, dog, you got to hear this shit. These motherfuckers is wild in there. They be making money talking shit. That's what's up. Watch those notifications, goddammit. Telling you. All right, driving the wealth, man. Y'all be easy out there, brother. I'm going to check y'all later.